What's up, everybody? This is episode 109 of the Saratoga.
I just had to interrupt Justin's intro one time.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know what?
Damn you, John!
It's funnier. What makes it funnier is that nobody in here was expecting it. But it's all good though.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
Damn it!
From the great beyond.
Right? Like, now I gotta wait again.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
What's up, everybody? This is episode 109 of the Saratoga Sports Pod. Bringing you in always the illustrious host, just in transition, just stuck in traffic, just on his damn phone, just in the nick of time, JT. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're skipping a beat. To my far right, a man that needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. He walks with a cane, not because he has to, but because he needs to. The deacon of demon time himself, Mr. Worldwide West.
Because everywhere I go, I leave a worldwide mess, and don't y'all ever forget it.
Yes.
Too.
Yes. And to my far right, almost a semicircle at this point, the gabagool himself, Greg Posovich, the voice from Beyond the Beyond, and now recently married, Matt Barba.
Hello.
Yeah.
How goes it?
Feeling married.
Yeah. I was going to ask, does it feel any different?
BadaGroom.
Ooh.
Bada bing, bada groom.
Ooh, there you go.
Gabagroom.
Oh, heck. Yep.
Is that the show title?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Can we clap it up for Matt before we even, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got to clap it up for Matt. We gotta clap it up for his union.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty gangster, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, like, does it feel different, or is it just like, all right, another day?
I mean, it feels different to have looked somebody in the eyes and made the commitment verbally.
Mm-hmm.
But
like
as far
every
as,
day,
day-to-day
like,
life,
yeah.
like we were already living together. We got a dog. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, you're feeling like today, like, as you sit right now, was no different from, like, last Friday.
I mean, I'm still coming off the excitement of like having had the wedding and everything. But in general, I mean, it is different because, like, I don't know. I feel like when you got a significant other, there's always like a part of you that knows that, like, this is just my girlfriend. Like, anything could happen. But once you get married, it's like,
All right, you're in
It's
this.
like, it's like you ain't going nowhere. Like, yep. And then you had your man's fucking signed them papers for y'all.
That was pretty cool.
That was lit. Yeah. We all were at Matt's wedding this past weekend, and we had a more than good time. I had a great time.
I was like, that was a cool story you had about, like, you guys having the certificate on all your doors forever you
I'm
guys
so
lived.
proud of Jack because I knew it was gonna be like a really big. He's not like a people person. Like, he don't talk in front of people like that. I knew it was gonna be mad pressure for him.
Don't. Cause I tried speaking to him, and he was like a little quiet.
Yeah, like, he is not. Like, he did super well.
Yeah, nah.
So it was just like a funny thing because we originally were thinking about having him actually officiate it, and that was mostly a joke. But after a while, we were like, nah, like that's a little too much.
It seems like a lot of pressure
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine like if like me and John have had conversations about me being ordained. Like, yeah, I'm gonna marry you, but I was like, I actually had to do that shit. I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, woo! I couldn't imagine doing that shit, man.
like when it really comes down to it, like because it's such like a serious thing.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, wait, like, but it worked out. I'm glad we did it the way we did.
Nah, bro, it was an amazing ceremony.
Yeah.
We had a great time,
Yeah.
and it was fun. It was fun playing around with y'all, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was good times and good vibes.
Thank you guys.
In fact, we were all in a sense big time Tommy during the cigar hour.
Yes,
Of course.
When just like everybody decided they were gonna smoke cigars. I don't even know like how that even happened.
50% of the people that were there.
Yeah. I don't even know like how it just happened. Like just one person was like, "Yo, we're going outside for some air," and then everybody just followed and like,
And then
"Oh,
the
look,
air
cigars."
became cigar smoke.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I did that a few times before people started catching on. I was like, all right, I said, if y'all niggas not gonna smoke these cigars, I definitely am. Definitely.
Nah, that was
I'm
good.
glad people enjoyed it.
I learned how to smoke a cigar that was the first time I ever smoked a cigar, so that was cool.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is why I can still run 3 miles untapped and, still enjoy some cigar smoke. You know?
Hey,
Good.
when it happened, we were out there, and then it was funny because when we first saw the cigarettes, we were like, "This is not on brand for Matt and Laura." And then we
Yes.
found out what they were, and we're like, "All right, this makes more sense." I kind of fuck with these.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah,
Yeah.
John's not here in the studio because he's in the other room because he yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. He's in the other room. He'll join us shortly, but yeah, he's not here in the room presently, so he gets no introduction.
The greatest beyond.
Yeah, from the greatest beyond.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So are you gonna intro me when I come in?
no, screw you. You screwed up my first intro.
Yeah,
so
you
no.
gotta come in. You gotta come in and bust in with Stone Cold theme song,
And you got to
yeah,
slide,
that's
and you
it.
got to slide into your seat like Chris Collinsworth on Sunday Night Football.
Yep, exactly. That's a fact.
What if I come from under the table?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That's kind of freaky.
A little bit.
Got to give JT the people's elbow.
Oh my God! Imagine.
Mylz.
Nigga said, bow. Yes. Amazing. The people's elbow. And we love sports entertainment. We really do. It's
Oh
crazy.
boy. Oh man. But speaking of entertainment,
Yes.
a league that entertains us all the time.
Yes.
All day, every day. There is no off days for the NBA now because, drama everywhere.
Yes.
So this past week, media days for everybody, right? Everybody basically has media day on the same day in the NBA. And yeah, I mean, pretty much, I think the only thing people were really looking at was like this, the whole vaccination thing and things like that. So I guess that was the only pressing thing on everybody's mind. And then obviously with, the big name being Kyrie, like, is he anti-vax or not? Which, like, it's not confirmed that he is.
But it's not confirmed that
But it's not confirmed that he isn't.
It's
The
not
nigga-
confirmed.
Yeah, I know. Like,
It's like, I cannot confirm tonight. We literally can't confirm
like he
that.
literally just says, "Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything," which automatically when people say that, you automatically think, all right, he's not vax, which is not fair. But I mean, it's like, but most of the time, 99% of the time, when somebody says that,
Yeah.
it's because they're not vax.
Yeah.
like so. And he wasn't at Nets Media Day because he couldn't be there because of the mandate in New York where you have to be vaxxed
To be
in
at
closed events, things like that.
Bodega Boys started talking about that this week. They were like, the moment someone goes, "I mean, I'm just saying," or "I just want to ask a question."
Yeah, that's how. That's
That's
exactly
how you know. That's how you know.
Yeah.
So he ended up conducting his interview
through Zoom.
for Media Day via Zoom, which literally happened like 15 minutes after the Nets Media Day ended, which is pretty convenient. And he streamed it on IG Live, which was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Literally, I think everybody, you could tell the unprepared, not to say unpreparedness, because you had a bunch of like professional ass people there, but like you could tell the only question anybody ever like actually had was about him and his vaccination stuff.
Yeah.
So once the first question came about vaccination stuff, he was like, "Yeah, I just like y'all to respect my privacy, and I'll divulge that at a later time."
Yeah.
Somebody asked him another question related to COVID. He was like, "Again, I want you to respect my privacy." And then at that point, you could tell, damn, niggas really don't have any other questions for him. Like, this is crazy. Like, his media thing only lasted like maybe 10, 15 minutes. Like, Malika Andrews asked him a question about like the home games, being available. And he was like, "Yeah, just respect my privacy, but I'll be happy to answer any other question that you have."
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, I don't have anything."
But you knew that that's what was gonna happen.
Yeah,
And
so I'm
it
like,
was
all right, how many times are you gonna have to say this? Like, at that point, it's like, all right, you guys are just beating a dead horse.
Listen,
Like,
at some point, Patrick is gonna get upset that people keep calling, asking if this is a Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was Patrick.
It was
You know what
Patrick
I-
the
you know,
entire time.
It was fucking Patrick. You know what I'm saying? And
Like-
that's just what it is.
so, yeah, it's the whole thing has been messy. But honestly, as a Nets fan, right, and like, there are points in times where like I ride for everybody that plays for my team,
Of course,
for the
as
most
you
part,
should, as you
right?
should, bro.
But, you don't have to agree with everything they do. Like, Kyrie is one of those people who's like, yeah, he gets scrutinized by the media unfairly. There's times where he brings it upon himself.
Yeah.
This is one of those times where he's brought it upon himself. Like, I can't say, like, yo, he doesn't deserve what they're doing to him. It's like, yeah, like, you know what you're doing. Even if you have your right to respect your privacy. And for all we know, he could be vaxxed, right?
Could be.
Could be not, right? We don't know that,
We
but
don't.
him keeping us in the dark, keeping everybody in the dark, is like, all right, what are we doing here?
this
Especially
is-
when he said, "Yeah, I'm not really trying to be a distraction, cause distractions or cause this." I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, bruh. Like,
So my whole thing on the whole Kyrie vaccination situation is that I understand what he's trying to say. Like, yeah, I want my privacy to be respected, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, it's like there is a rule in the NBA that says if you not in the NBA, but I mean based off of local
for New York and San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
If you are not vaccinated, you cannot participate in any of the games. So it's at that point it stops being a private matter because if you're not playing in home games, we're all gonna know what the fuck is up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I get it, vaccination status, whatever your personal views on it is, like whatever you want to say about it. But at some point, bro, and it's not a knock on Kyrie, you know, we defend Kyrie probably more than anybody. You gotta understand, bro, that this is not a private matter. Like niggas are gonna know what the fuck is up.
You play a game like if it's different if you're just Joe Schmo at wherever, right? But you're an NBA superstar that plays on a team that has to travel to multiple arenas. You play 82 games a year, barring your health,
exactly,
right? And you are in public spaces, for these games. So it can't really be your private matter, yes, but your privacy affects, the thing that you do, which is a public thing.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, that it's really weird to me about the whole New York and San Francisco mandate, right?
Yep.
So the Knicks and the Nets have to be 100% like fully vaxxed. All the players have to be fully vaxxed to participate, right? But opposing teams don't.
Well,
which is weird.
Well, but you can't enforce what other people coming into town is. That's the exemption part of it, and that's like
I get that.
But because like at the end of the day, like all right, how many times a year are the Lakers going to come to New York? Once. How many times a year the Clippers going to come to New York? Once. At least in terms of
but that's the West Coast team. But you have like the Eastern Conference teams. They'll the Celtics come twice. The Raptors come twice.
Right.
And the teams, the Magic and the Heat, and we all know how while they be in Florida, they come to the Barclays Center twice.
Yeah. Well, we also don't know what the restrictions are in terms of getting COVID tested. You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like for other teams coming in, and that's like one of the things. Like just to counteract what you're talking about, we don't really know exactly like those rules yet. And I feel like the NBA, at least with how strict they've been with everything, especially because they said like unvaccinated players, if they can't play, they're not going to get paid. They have to have something in place to where they're like people are getting tested. I wouldn't imagine any other reality, to be honest with you.
You know what is an interesting question though. I will ask.
Yep.
Can Kyrie play the Knicks in MSG? Because he'd technically be an opposing player.
I mean, I guess it really depends on his vaccination status. But
if he let's say he's not vaxxed, right?
Yeah.
But he tests negative, for COVID. He's doing all the things to stay safe, blah blah, right? Mm-hmm. Can he play in MSG because he's technically an opposing player? Even though they play in the same state, he's technically an opposing player.
Right, because it applies to the city of New York, not just Brooklyn or Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting.
I would love to see that.
This is actually.
I mean, I wouldn't love to see that. I'd like it if he's playing.
But you like to see how that plays.
How that would play? Yes, I would love to see that. And then, but here's the thing, right?
Okay.
And so, as much as the whole Kyrie thing, right? And obviously, he's a huge name, and he's always going to draw clicks, right? Mm-hmm. Him saying like, "Just respect my privacy," I loved that so much more, and would much rather that than what Andrew Wiggins and Bradley Beal were doing, because they were just going scorched earth with it.
Yes.
Like Bradley Beal was just like, yeah, I mean the vax is cool, but like, people that have the vax, they be getting COVID too. So like, I'm sitting here like, Bradley, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing here?
You know what it is? It's like you find out that your white neighbors that bake that good old apple pie, they fuck with Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the best way that I honestly can compare it. But honestly, it is what it is though. Like there's gonna be dudes that are gonna be unvaccinated. Like that's just the reality of the league. And I don't see the MLB take like enforcing a full out mandate. I mean,
in the NBA?
In the NBA, yeah, I don't think they will. I think that based off of fan base, I don't think that would be popular among the fan base. And if anybody was gonna precedent that, I feel like the NFL would have did it. But they're definitely encouraging players to be vaccinated as much as possible. And I mean, I think that's a good thing more than a bad thing. But if people want to get vaccinated, then it's just like it is what it is. And NBA also said, kind of like what I skimmed over a little bit earlier. They're saying if vaccinated players, they can't play, then you're not gonna get paid for the game. And whether you feel like that is a good or a bad thing, like, like that's just what it is. Like, they're not. The sports leagues are now past the point where they're willing to lose money for games based off of players not coming in. And it also presents an interesting concept because in the NBA, we're about to have fans come back into the stands fully going into this next season. And like with more people in the building, that's more transmission, that's more interaction. And yeah, like we're just gonna really it's gonna put more people at risk with COVID still coming around and thing. And another good thing is that at least in New York, and like everybody that comes into MSG has to be vaccinated. Everybody that comes into Barclays has to be vaccinated.
Yep. Same
thing that everybody coming to Pepsi Center, everybody has to be vaccinated, which definitely is gonna put a lot less people at risk. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like that the that the arenas are mandating that people are vaccinated, and it's we saw it in the playoffs. I don't know how I wasn't paying too much attention of how MSG was doing it. But I know Barclays during the playoffs they had like the vax section and then the non-vax section.
Kyrie was sitting in the vaccinated section in one of the Liberty games. I just want to.
No, at the his latest one was at the was it Sparks?
Yeah,
I think game, and people were like, "Oh, well, if he's not vaccinated, like, how come he was there?" And it's like, all right, I get the rationale behind that. But also at the same time, he's an NBA superstar.
Yeah, they're
not going to turn away.
Nobody gonna be like, yo, Kyrie, you can't be here, bro.
Right?
Like you saying, like nobody gonna be like, yo, Kyrie.
Yeah, like not for nothing, and it has. I have the utmost respect for the WNBA and everything like that. But like, you're not gonna if a NBA player, especially of his caliber, is going to a game and sitting courtside, that just brings more publicity, notoriety to the sport and to the game. So obviously, you're not like I get it, but. You're not going to turn away a guy, especially if he was wearing his mask.
Yep.
If he's following all the protocols, you're not going to be as much of a stickler to an NBA superstar as you will to just a random fan that's sitting in section 213.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the reality of it. I mean, it is a private matter, but it's also not a private matter. Like, because you got people that have spoken out against it, and people that have spoken out for it. Like, obviously, LeBron, probably like one of the people that spoke out the most about it, and recently, probably like the biggest figure, of course. And he said he did it for whatever reasons that he did, and that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And even AD came out and he said that he feels like most of the Lakers staff is vaccinated anyway, so it's not like they have anything to worry about.
I'm gonna say I think the perception is kind of skewed because I would say if I had to guess, right, I'd guess maybe 85% of the league right now is vaccinated. Mm-hmm. Like a good majority. You only have like a very, very small percentage that are not vaxxed, and two just happen to be very, very popular players, and then of course you have Andrew Wiggins as well, who's well known around NBA circles too. So like you have a very small minority that's being vocal about it, but I think for the majority, most are vaccinated. I know the Nets, I think, have 12 to 13 players vaxxed on the team already. The GM said that they expect everybody to be ready for opening night. So, and at that point, if you're an NBA player, like, are you really going to, it's a team sport. You're going to be that guy that isn't there for your teammates because this is the stance, you're taking. So,
and also, like, one of the things I was reading in an article that I was referring to the Lakers, the same thing that I'm talking about. Ken Bazemore, before he got signed,
with the Rob Pelinka thing?
Yeah, Rob Pelinka. He's like, I had some skepticism too, but Rob Pelinka, he sat me down. We had some talks. I'm like, all right, bro, listen, there's nothing wrong with being skeptical about anything that comes out that's new. You know what I'm saying?
What were those talks like? It was like, yo, Kent, I'm not gonna hold you. You are the 11th man on the bench right now. You either getting vaxxed, you getting cut, bro.
That's probably honestly,
you not Bron, you not AD, you not Russ, right? You not Carmelo. If you want to play for the Los Angeles Lakers, you are getting vaxxed, my boy.
I ain't gonna lie, it is crazy because that's really how that conversation probably went. And like, it is crazy. Like, it's just what it is, bro. It's just the times that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? Like, outside of here, niggas know I work in a hospital. It's like, we dealing with the same shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look who are the ones that are speaking out the most or have spoken the most in terms of, like, I guess being anti-vax or like not as pro-vax. It's all the people that don't have that much to lose, right? Like, Kyrie's got his contract. Bradley Beal got his contract. A. Wiggins got his contract, right? Jonathan Isaac, he's still got, he's supposed. Hey, watch your mouth over there. I mean, it's also, yes, fuck Jonathan Isaac, but still, he has his contract with the Magic. Mm-hmm. You think that, what do you call it? I've also saw since John liked to butt in, Trey Burke was also one that I saw something about like him and his vaccination status. But you think Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to be out here to go into the media and be like, yeah, nah. No vax. No, you know why? Because the Hawks are going to cut him. He's the 14th guy on the roster. Right? He's not important enough to keep him around to call, like we said about what do you call it? Bringing it back to football, right? With Bill Belichick and how he got all them boys and Jerry Jones. He's like, I'll be damned if one of y'all, fourth string linemen is the reason why we forfeiting games.
And bro, and this is the bottom line. It's like, listen, it's a business decision because even though it's like HIPAA, your health privacy, like all of that stuff is in full effect with that.
Bro, does it piss you off when these athletes use it in the wrong context?
Oh, bro, all the time. All the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand it's like, like some of it, this shit is private, but bro, Kyrie, we're gonna know. Like we're gonna know. If you're not there,
opening
night. If you're not in the building,
I swear to God, if you are not there for that Charlotte Hornets game, we're gonna know.
Like I'm saying, if I find out that every home game you're in health and safety protocols, something like we're gonna know. Like
it's not like you can keep it a secret forever, right? Like what you gonna hide behind the DMP? What's the one where they avoid? Just resting plays. Coaches, DMP, coach's decision.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
And it's like, oh yeah, no, Kyrie's here. You're just in the back getting some work done in the trainer's room. Like, you can know. So, yeah, NBA is gonna be. I mean, preseason dead starts in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
actually, coming up this weekend. So, should be fun. I saw this wild tweet from a Knicks page on Twitter. It said, basically in a nutshell, thank God we don't have Kyrie, but thank God for Julius Randle. And I'm just like, whoa. Yeah, that's a wild stance to take to say he would much rather have Julius Randle than KD and Kyrie. I don't care if Kyrie don't play 41 games, right? If I got KD, I'm straight. And I got James Harden, I'm straight. But you got Julius Randle.
JT playing. Listen, we don't want home court advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Let Game 7 be in the other building.
I'm just saying, right?
You know what I mean?
Kyrie can't play in the Barclays. What is home court advantage to us at this point? Honestly, we might just rest in relaxation our way to the 7th seed, the play-in, and just do that.
Yeah. So the thing is that we know that the southern states like Texas, like Florida, those states, Georgia, they're not gonna imply or implement any vaccine mandate. We know that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very interesting to see with how state legislation is going forward in other states that are a little bit more liberal, like Massachusetts, like even D.C. or Chicago, like Illinois. You know what I mean? So I think that is the more interesting part of it to me, to see like if To see like if like mid-season, if people are like, hey, like this is what we're doing, and then if the players are gonna have to get fully vaxxed by that point, or at least one shot vaccinated by that point. So
yeah. The last thing on this is Ted Cruz had a tweet today. I don't know if you had seen it.
Ted Cruz in the middle of the Texas crisis. I'm gonna go to Cancun. Ted Cruz.
Yeah, that Ted Cruz.
That Ted Cruz.
John, I don't know if you had seen it, but basically, the tweet says this: I stand with Kyrie Irving. I stand with Andrew Wiggins. I stand with Bradley Beal. I stand with Jonathan Isaac. #NBA. Your body, your choice.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Wow.
Now, mind you, right?
Wow.
Mind you. Your body.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I? Yeah.
Mind you.
Yeah.
Where was this your body, your choice when Texas was out here with the abortion laws? Huh? Mm-hmm. Where was the support when these same players like Kyrie and Bradley Beal was out here marching in the streets for black rights, right? Police brutality and racism.
Yeah.
Where were you standing? Oh, I know. On the backs of my black brothers.
Yep.
I'm done.
Yep, I feel you. And, I'm going to just drop a flex bomb for JT. He deserved that. I think he said everything that needed to be said.
That is the most shameless thing. Obviously, politicians
use... They said their body, their choice?
Your body, your choice.
Wow.
Obviously, politicians use, situations to piggyback and, push their agendas and things like that. But do you know how shameless you have to... it's disgusting what he just did.
That's the choice that he... That's the choice of words that he decided to choose.
Bruh, so you don't stand, so you don't recognize these guys when they're fighting for equality and rights and things like that. But because they may side with you on this vaccination stance. Now you stand with them, bro. Go fuck yourself. Honest to God, Ted Cruz, go fuck yourself, because that's just disgusting. That's absolutely gross. And you know what? This is exactly why you look like Grayson Allen. That's it. That's all I got for the NBA.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Last thing on the NBA. It's going to be a hilarious season for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, yeah, we know.
And that's it. But we'll get into that when we do our NBA preview in a few weeks.
Yes,
so,
we will.
But yeah, I think that wraps up the NBA. Yeah. Moving on to the other sports.
NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, yeah. Before John gets back in here.
I'm about to get in there.
Oh, you go like literally right now? You coming back?
All right. Well.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, John's back.
Yay.
Avocado. Yay.
Avocado.
Yo, remember we went to Walmart and there were just 2 avocados sitting on top of the trash can outside?
What? Yes. Oh, this is another thing that happened during the wedding. Me, John, and Ari went on an adventure. It was,
Yeah, we had some fun.
It was great. Yeah.
Picked up a bunch of ciders.
Nice.
We saw 2 separate white women with dreadlocks.
Oh, no.
It's great.
Oh no.
You know, I was noticing in
Talk
Oswego.
White
White
people with dreadlocks? Yeah.
I saw some dude walking with dreadlocks. Yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah. They
strange.
don't got black people up there to check them on it.
Yeah,
I went into a Mexican restaurant for lunch. It was all white people. Yes, the entire restaurant, white people, patrons, staff. I'm like, oh no.
I feel like that part of New York is like the Upper West Side. It's just like a bunch of older white people that think that they're being progressive, but really they're just being.
I did not sense the progress. I'm not gonna obviously I was only in that little small
They think they're being
section.
progressive, but they're being racist. Hilarious.
I didn't feel the progressivity, and I didn't. Not to say I didn't. I didn't see any Confederate flags or anything like that. It just you just get that vibe, which it doesn't feel progressive. And they probably are. Like in the the interactions I had with people throughout there, not that weren't at the wedding, was nice. But
Yeah, everyone's pretty nice.
it just something just feels off. Like I don't know. It's one of those things you can't explain. It's a feeling. But yeah.
I got this feeling.
Basically, I also
Yes, I know.
in my game of count the black people, I counted 3.
All the white people I ran into when we was out doing errands are really nice. And it was just it made you not feel like you was in New York. But then again, we were in far north Pennsylvania, so there's that.
I want to say it's crazy this, and this is why I get upset when people say that Westchester is upstate, because I'm like, Westchester's not upstate. This is upstate.
Honestly, Justin, I'm sorry for any slander you've ever had to endure about Westchester.
I want to say, especially,
really
and
am.
it's really weird when it comes from people from Long Island, because
Far north, I felt like Harry.
niggas aren't even a part of the state. Like it's an island.
Yeah, Brooklyn and Queens are on our island too. So
Manhattan is literally an island.
Manhattan is an island.
Niggas not even a part of the
Staten is an island.
Staten is an island, and it's the worst island.
Damn, that's a fact. Y'all are connected to the Bronx.
Yucky.
Damn. So if you had to be from Westchester or Long Island, would you rather be connected to the Bronx or Queens and Brooklyn?
I'd much rather be from Westchester. I don't want to be. I'd much rather be from Westchester.
John look like okay, nigga. Okay.
Niggas really be. First of all, here's why. All right, I refuse to be from an area where the town is named after a Native American tribe, and yet I see no Native Americans or anything related to the Native American
You should
people.
probably move out of New York and most other states then, because
Yeah, well, my town isn't. It's New Rochelle.
No, you're right. You're right.
All right,
Well,
so yeah,
Is it not?
it's not named after Native Americans. We are Huguenots because the
Huguenots.
the French came and settled this area. You guys Ronkonkoma, Montauk.
We are not those though.
It doesn't matter. You still have it on the thing. What other?
That's
What other?
Suffolk.
Weehawken. No,
That is Suffolk.
Weehawken.
You're
There's 4 Weehawkens in just from New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah, this is
How about them boys? All right, winners of what's it now? 6 straight,
7.
7 straight,
Shout out Bronxy.
up until today, Wednesday,
Yes, the
September
turtle.
29th. So it's a good day. It's a good time to be a Yankees fan, but it's also a stressful time. Magic number as of today is 3. They're currently playing the Blue Jays, so we'll see how that goes. But they control the cards at this point. Up 2 games now in the wild on the second wild card spot. They basically control their destiny at this point.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it once. It's like we realized he was on the 7-game streak. Like we talk about it all the time coming around this time. It's really not about, especially in baseball, it's not as much about your seed as it's as much about did you get hot at the right time.
Yep. It's like kind of like football.
You can exactly because it's so wide open usually where it's like you just want to have momentum going into the playoffs because you like previously we won 100+ games and we're losing going into the playoffs and then how'd that turn out?
Yep.
That's
So I'm okay doing this, not having a whole bunch of extra days and shit for people because the whole thing was all right. We let Chapman rest, but whenever you let Chapman rest too long, he would come out and be ass.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting being this late in September, still fighting for a wild card spot as a Yankee fan. It's not really something that we're accustomed to, but you know, it makes for great baseball now because you know, like Justin said, our magic number is 3. That can change based on who wins and who loses. But yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done. You know. Thankfully, the offense woke up a ridiculous amount, and honestly, shout out to Stanton. Wow, that's a big fucking hit. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ.
Kyle Higashioka, who does not look like his name suggests.
That is huge. Wow.
Speaking of hitting well,
Yes.
listen, my guy Mike Stanton.
Talk about it.
Wait, first of all, before you talk about it, it's been a while, so I'm gonna
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Listen, Giancarlo, if you hear this, I know you're listening.
Wait, hold on a second. How come I got the recorder for when I was going in on Ted Cruz?
Because we were making fun of
Ted Cruz.
Like,
Okay,
did
okay.
that one go over?
Oh, because I thought I was
Apparently,
preaching. That's why.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
All right, no, that's
you
on me.
was-
That's
you
on
was
me.
preaching, but it was because we were like
Because I was
more
preaching about somebody stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, okay. All right, I got it.
All
All
right.
right.
Can we get back to business?
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Giancarlo, I know you're listening. You're doing great, sweetie. But listen, no matter how this season ends, I need you to come into next season in the greatest, most athletic shape of your life. And listen, you're a big, strong guy. I understand that.
Muy fuerte.
But I need you to train like an athlete. So when you get there, you're going to look them in the face and be like, I'm starting in the field at least 80% of the games. You hear me? Because in case y'all didn't know, which I don't know how because we talk about it every fucking week, Giancarlo Stanton is a baseball player once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did you just say train like an athlete? What's he been training like this whole time?
He's been training like
a bodybuilder?
he's been training just for strength, essentially. That's why he never uses anything other than his wrist to hit dingers.
So you know when niggas go to the gym and you know like what Kanye said, all chest, no legs.
Pretty much.
He do legs and some cardio.
He needs to do agility and all that shit to be a full athlete again, not just a slugger.
Not him doing the the block drill that you used to do for the presidential fitness test.
Presidential fitness. That's a classic. Yo, that, only my New York niggas really gonna get that shit. Yo, word
Yeah,
to
that
that.
and jokes about the regions.
Yeah, yes. Yo.
Nah, that's just hilarious. Going to college and be like, yeah, so did y'all do Regents?
Yo, the moment we were like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
When we got to Temple, and it was like, yeah, man, we took the Regents. Like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, what?
The jig. Bro, niggas was giving us extra testing.
Yeah, basically.
It's okay because we was smart as shit though.
Yeah,
so.
we was. You know, till we wasn't. But anyways, back. Yes.
Listen,
back,
put some respect on
back
my
and
son's
forth.
name.
Yeah.
My
Hell
son,
yeah.
Giancarlo, has been killing. Quietly just got to 35 home runs.
Yes.
Love to fucking see it.
I think more.
Getting hot at the right time.
I don't mean to fact check you on
No,
that, but
you're
I-
good.
but I
Please,
think
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But listen, next season he needs to, like, this is it. He's just straight up showing he's playing the field more. Obviously, we're still gonna have Gallo. Maybe Gallo plays better. Maybe he just can't play in bright lights, which is for someone who doesn't like the spotlight. New York doesn't seem like the right place for him. But you know, it's none of my business. Yeah, I just want to make the playoffs, and I feel like having a team like this, where if we have to get some adversity going into the playoffs and have to fight through it, that always bodes well. I feel like.
Nah, indeed. You know, the Yankees is like DJ LeMahieu put it, the streakiest team in baseball. We win the tough ones. We lose some. We
Motherfucker
lose some
hasn't
tough
been
ones.
consistent this year.
Yeah, nah, definitely, and it's it's shown. Honestly, the fact if you told me at this point that we were gonna have a chance, it just doesn't even feel real as DJ LeMahieu flies out. And you know, a couple weeks ago, Blue Jays came in, they fucking smoked us, and the fact that we're tied after being down 5-2. it says a lot about this
After
team.
being down 4-0.
After being down 4-0, these guys came back and they tied it up. And regardless, we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen at the end of this game.
I don't think my parlay is gonna hit,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
What you got?
Whatever,
Yankees
nice.
-2.5.
No, I took Yankees money line, 2 hits from Stanton, 1 hit from Judge.
My boy sounded like he need extra innings bad.
Right?
Yeah, I know. I've been there before, and yeah, like honestly, we gonna see because going into Boston and us doing what we did in Boston, I think was the hardest thing coming off of the off day that we desperately needed, and yeah, we turned up in Boston. That was the key right there. That was gonna determine how the rest of the trip was gonna go. And like I don't know if I told y'all or if I told other people, I was like, yo, we gotta out of these last 9 games between Tampa, Toronto, and Boston, we gotta win at least 6. And I mean, we're a little bit over halfway there now.
Four already.
We spoke about that.
Four.
As of today.
You know what I'm saying? And if we keep winning, and that's what's gonna determine shit, bro.
I mean, going back to talking about Giancarlo, I mean, the year that he's having, it's crazy because he technically had a better year. I was having this debate with my boy the other day, and he was like, yo, this 2018 was Giancarlo's best season. And
As a Yankee.
And statistically, he had a point because 38 home runs, 100 RBIs.
No, he had 30 home runs.
30 home runs, sorry. 30 home runs, 100 RBIs. Pretty decent slash line too. I don't remember the exact batting average and OPS and everything like that, but it was solid. I was like,
someone with the computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, yeah, can you look up, go to the baseball reference
Yeah, use one of your
page?
40 tabs to actually do something.
Shut up, John. I'm right here with you. Yeah,
But then me and somebody else that was having the conversation. It was like, I think statistically, his best season so far with the Yankees was 2018, but this season was probably his most important.
I mean,
no, because this season I think this season he will surpass 2018 statistically because
it definitely was 38 home runs. I bugged.
Right.
Yeah, 38 home runs.
So this season, I mean, his batting average, his OPS, and I think his slugging percentage are all better this season than they were last year.
Well, before I even go to that, his OPS in 2018 was 852. His OPS this season is 886. His batting average is for sure better, 272 versus 266.
Without slugging.
Yeah, I'm saying. Slugging in 2018 was 509, which is pretty damn good. And this year it is 527.
Yeah. So across the board, his numbers are better.
Do they have him in right?
Yeah, because they use him as a pinch runner. That's why
He's never been in right.
Who, Tyler?
Is he in right?
Yes. It looks like they have him in right.
They
No,
literally
he can't
put
be
him.
he can't be in right.
They would have to. He would have had to have replaced Judge.
Oh shit, Loizaga.
All right.
Yeah, no. Today they just put him up, and that's when they optioned.
Oh, wait.
As Heaney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he looks good right now, but yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
All right.
No, his numbers. So Giancarlo's numbers across the board are better. His slash line is better. His RBIs, I believe. I mean, he only needs like 3 more to tie. Four more to tie 100 from 2018.
Yeah.
His home runs this season was 36, right? 35. So he's basically right on par. And I would say this season was the most important statistically, and just because of how much he carried the Yankees, along with him. And just, I think the Boston series, like, say what you want, say what Yankee fans want about him, he's overpaid or whatever. I think the Boston series is, you talk about earning your pinstripes to this point, and I know what he did in the postseason last year and like how he was really carrying and things like that.
Yeah.
I thought this Boston series where he hit 3 home runs and had 10 RBIs driven in, that was his Yankee moment. Because every single we were at the wedding and we saw when he hit the grand slam to win the game, right? Moonshot. Then on Sunday, after the Yankees take the lead, they rally. Here he comes, clean up, boom, breaks the game wide open. Now it's 6-3. Like, he was literally the Yankees' offense this past series against the Red Sox.
Was it 10 RBIs and
10
RBIs, yep, and then 13 RBIs, 4 home runs and 13 RBIs across a 4-game span. The only other player
to do
that was Paul O'Neill
in 1999.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. I mean, honestly, spin it how you want. Talk about however you want about Stanton in the past. he's definitely had his stretches as a Yankee, and this more than anything in the most recent memory and the most important moment of him being a Yankee, where our backs were against the wall, he put the team on his back. You can't take that away from him, and he did it last playoffs too. We're not gonna talk about it really because you know what they ended up losing. 6 home runs in 7 games, which is.
Stupid.
Which is like for playoffs, like that is y'all don't even understand that. That's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, they lost, so it is what it is. But for regular season to date, this is his most important moment as a Yankee, and everybody is nice.
Yeah.
Everybody is seeing that. And he's getting recognition for it.
He's lived up to his money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a bad contract. At the end of the day, it's a bad contract, period. Right? But we're not going to sit here and act like he's been a minus from the time he's been with us. Because outside of, like, we had some really good fucking seasons recently, right? But we were getting way more production out of people we shouldn't have been getting production from. And I'm not going to sit here and act like Giancarlo's been a minus. And yes, he has been playing his best baseball, and I think it's the same, but I also feel like he was just unfairly getting shitted on for a bit, right? Like, we've spoke about it here where it's like, I don't want to make excuses, but it's also just adjusting to what it was when he came here. He got here and all of a sudden he was injury prone. Wasn't injury prone before he got here. He got here was all of a sudden injury prone. He got here and is fucking DHing. He's not. They're just like, no, don't play the field anymore. You're gonna get hurt. Which I spoke about that at length. Indeed. It's stupid, and that's why he's been getting hurt. And now that he's playing the field, it almost like it makes sense. But at the end of the day, I'm more worried about the other fucking deals than his shit, honestly. Because they're signing bad deals, not bad deals, that'll probably look worse in hindsight. But it's like, if we're going to complain about deals, I think we're over. We should be past Giancarlo's. Because especially if we're going to sit here and go, now he's really coming into stride, this to me goes, all right, we should have more years of this looking ahead. And we have him for what, another fucking 5 years at least?
I mean, we hope.
I agree, we do hope.
Yeah,
but like,
of
I'm
course.
fine with what he's doing now than for like someone like Aaron Hicks, who's turned to glass after his deal. And
I agree.
Even after DJ LeMahieu's deal, he hasn't been a world beater.
And it's crazy because, like, DJ is not bad. He's just not living up to what we signed him for.
Exactly.
Like, overall, like, he's if you looked at him in a nutshell, you're like, all right, solid year.
Yeah.
But
the money we gave him at his age, like,
especially when he held out and was doing all the bullshit of like, nah, you guys got to pay. Like, nigga, you're like 36. Like,
Nah, you're not.
no, he's like 32.
All right, 32.
33. But
you're
still,
36.
And it's not like he's athletic. He runs like he's 36.
You look like he's 36.
You know why people be aging like milk?
Damn.
Except
Matt's
the
right
Italians.
Matt looks like he's
we
19.
spoke about this.
Just kidding. Shave up the beard.
Man, he'll
Do
look
what
like
I
he's
did
12.
for the wedding.
That no one noticed.
And no one noticed.
Matt said, nah.
All of a sudden, JT shaved for the wedding. I was out here like, damn. No one noticed, huh?
Hate it here.
Oh, you gotta love it here.
I think you know what would be really funny if he came and was like, Kylie didn't notice either. Wow. It's just like,
Bro, my parents didn't even notice.
You thought?
man.
Did you guys notice anything different about me today?
No.
Is it your hair?
Bitch, you guessed it.
Woo!
Did you get a new shirt? That might be a button.
Nice.
You was right. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I think now is finally the point of where the stand hate needs to stop. I was on that last year. I was like, listen, not give him a break, but like hold him accountable, of course. You know how I am with that. But like, he was getting unfairly shitted on. And then now it's like, all right, like, even if he never plays another game for us, that's a little bit dragged. But
Wow. Yeah, I'm about to say you took it there.
I know. But like, still, I feel like at this point, who else would we have instead of him at this point?
Instead of Giancarlo?
Yeah,
Because you gotta think.
we still have Aaron.
Oh, wait, all right. So what was your?
I'm saying, like, who else would we have? Like, if we didn't have him, like,
We would have to find somebody that made up for 35 home runs and 96 RBIs.
So you'd probably have to still go after somebody like a Gallo.
and he's not doing that.
And-
It's
and
not like
so
he was hitting
far,
well before he got here anyway. He had home runs, but his average was still shit.
But that was the thing with everybody knew that about Gallo. He was literally strikeout or
But
home run.
basically, it's below 200 is
It is?
ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's
Like that's
batting around the Mendoza line, and you're
Exactly.
you're clapping 40 home runs a year. Is
Like
hilarious.
what John Sterling said. That's terrible. That's a terrible batting average. You get
John
this
Sterling,
that-
bro.
You gotta love John Sterling, bro.
He be getting tight.
He do.
I need John Sterling to one day on the broadcast. Like something bad happens in the game, he's like, "Oh, that's a bad John."
Yeah, that's a bad John right there.
But you know what? As much as we've lauded over Giancarlo. I mean, the other big guy in the room needs some love too. Aaron, and I'm not talking about Hicks.
That fucking bum.
I'm talking
that
about
guy and his uncle.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Aaron judges. The Pepsi endorser himself.
The quiet MVP.
Bigly. I mean, I think it goes without saying at this point, I'd be very shocked if he's not a captain with the next 1 or 2 years.
I mean,
team.
once he gets that paper.
But that's what I'm afraid
Once
of.
Brett Gardner fucking retires.
I feel like I'm afraid of that.
You mean the coach's son?
Like, I think Judge.
Oh my god, that is great.
That's an old ass son.
Oh, that's great. He's 36.
He's 36.
The coach's
I think
son.
he actually is 36. So
Can-
either that or 38.
Can we get that as a button? He's 36. No, because wasn't that the LeBron shit?
Oh yeah, he's 36.
He
Oh
can't
yeah,
get away with it.
36.
I'm 36. Nah, but Judge has really been doing this thing, and it's so consistent and so clutch. He has an RBI at least over the past month or so. It seems like every game or every other game.
Yep.
Whether it's a home run, a single, double, sac fly, he is producing in this lineup.
And he's been consistent. And I think the biggest question around
It would have been nice for
staying.
him to get a hit tonight, though. That would be good. If
I mean,
he
yeah,
could get one of
I
those,
mean, we would love
if
it.
we could get a big inning going, so Giancarlo can get 2 at
This
bats and get
episode
2
of
hits.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
episode of Saratoga Sports is brought to you by
BetOnline.ag.
Gamblers Anonymous. If you have you or a loved one has a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Imagine.
Me upset I didn't put more money on my little football parlay this
Once
weekend,
again,
but
that's 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh my God, Jesus
Hi,
Christ!
my name is Mylz.
Niggas gonna shade me. He's talking about his parlay.
that's crazy.
Look at the pot calling the
That's
kettle black.
crazy.
This guy.
Yes.
This guy.
The pot calling the kettle the N-word. Crazy.
Wow. And yeah, there it is.
I could stop at any time.
Yeah.
I took like 6 months off.
Yes.
I had an off season.
That's what's up. Cool.
You bet on baseball often.
Yeah, I mean, listen, baseball is fun.
John's about to be betting on cricket soon.
Anyways, imagine betting
What's
on
not
cricket.
racist but feels racist.
Yeah, yo. Listen, all
No,
I'm
betting on cricket is great.
cricket is crazy. I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, what do you bet on? Like, what are player props on cricket? Like, imagine. Like, what? Player props
This is
on
what you
cricket.
do.
Oh my
you go
God.
to the you go to the West Indies team and you bet on whoever has the longest first name. That's what it is. Chanderpaul, right there.
Not Farashnu.
What's not racist but is racist? Niggas is crazy.
What's not racist but is racist?
Right. There it is. It's
What is racist but is racist?
Yes, exactly.
Jeez. Oh, boy.
Man. Yes, but
What
anyways.
feels racist because it is racist.
Yes, but
Like-
back to half and halves. Yes, Aaron Judge, yo, throwing some on life. Yo, he's for real
He's
been
a
the.
biracial angel.
I want to say he has to take the place of
Shout
Derek
out
Jeter
Mark
at this
Wahlberg.
point.
Oh my!
You
stop it.
should have shot A-Rod.
Yo! Oh my God! I miss being in the studio. What a.
I was saying, but look at that. Aaron Judge, 37 home runs, 95 RBIs, and an on-base percentage of 372. I mean,
Yep.
look, like,
Bro,
his
he was
his
hovering
stats are
around.
right up there with Stan this
He was
year.
getting close to 300 for his average for like a month.
He
Like,
was. Yeah, he was
it's-
right there, right during the Angel series, and then he got cold a little bit. But that shit happens, bro.
Hey, man.
Honestly, that's
For a
like,
player of that caliber to for someone who hits as many home runs as he does to be over 275,
Yep.
content, very content.
Nah, definitely.
Because it shows that he's doing a lot more than just hitting home
Yep.
runs, which is all we asked for. Because before it was strikeout home run, and he really has worked on his game. He stayed healthy this year. It's been good. It's been good. Proud of him. He did what he needed to do going into a contract season, and now we just hope that after the contract, he
but that's
he
what
doesn't
I'm-
do a Tim Hardaway
That's what I'm interested in, right? So, like,
or
in
a
his
DJ LeMahieu or an Aaron Hicks
in his interview,
or Jacoby Ellsbury.
all right, we get it. Jesus Christ, John. He's gonna say another name. I know it. Dick Long. All right, good.
wow.
Anyways, yep. But anyways, yeah, like the thing he was asked in the post game presser about it. He said talks like nobody's said anything to him about it, like, which I get. Like, you want to like wait to the off season, but at the same time, the fact that talks haven't started is not too worrisome. But like, especially with arbitration, like he's up for arbitration and the collective bargaining ends this year in December, I believe. Like, what does this mean for the contract for Judge? Like,
I need him to take the Lamar Jackson approach and just focus on winning.
I mean, I
Basically.
get it, but like at the same time, like we need to know
baseball,
this
that
man
contract
is
will
locked
come,
up for the next few years because I don't want it to happen like what happened in my MLB The Show where he hits free agency and now he's on the Baltimore Orioles. Like,
Yeah, the Yankees would never let that happen. The fan base, especially because even though for what it seems like with the fan base, oh, not again, no way.
Fuck.
I thought that was gone.
He didn't use enough wrist.
He didn't use
look
enough
at the
wrist.
flick of the
That's all
wrist.
he used. Wrist.
Oh shit.
Wrist.
Yeah, we really
Wrist.
just be taking breaks in the conversation. 'cause
Yeah.
the Yankees
We're
is-
Chestershire.
Just, yeah.
That's how you pronounce
But
it.
it's like, could you imagine like them losing him to free
I'm
agency,
not
especially
worried.
after putting the judges' chambers?
That would
Like the
be
Yankees
rough.
are the most buttoned up organization, don't do nothing for tradition, and they dead gave this man the judges' chambers.
Where's our City Connect jersey, you cowards?
Yeah, they did said that they was gonna come out with one too, but
Like-
probably next year. But whatever, who knows?
Look, I just need
These
to be all
niggas.
black.
It's gonna be white with like obsidian pinstripes instead of navy pinstripes.
No, it's
That's what
there's just
gonna
no
be.
pinstripes.
I'm not gonna lie. If Yankees get an alternate jersey, I'm copping that shit the
yeah.
first day because
Just to encourage them.
Just
Yeah.
because honestly, like these niggas never do anything different. Like you even had Boston outside with them nasty ass yellow jerseys. I was like,
What? Do you guys know what that was? Like,
yeah, Boston Marathon.
Boston Marathon.
Oh, was it?
That's the like all the runners, like the Boston Marathon colors are the yellow and the blue, and like they're running usually like the uniforms for it.
Was
the
it
actual
like
logo.
in
and they
like?
use the font for it.
Was it like a special thing because of the Boston Marathon, like the bombing that happened, or is it just them?
Just because the Boston Marathon's a big thing associated with the city of Boston.
Yes.
and
Okay.
City Connect. I like the hats for the jerseys. I thought the blue hats with the yellow was tough.
Yeah, they should- they should wear them joints more often because we
the
smack 'em.
blue on the yellow. I mean, the yellow on the blue is nice, but the yellow jerseys, I wasn't feeling that. Yeah.
I like it. It just doesn't look good as a jersey. It looks good as a tank top if you're running. You know,
It's just when you have the name
Not
Boston Red
identifying yourself
Sox,
as a
yeah.
pedestrian, niggas is crazy.
I just add,
Ah!
you're the Red Sox. It has to have some type of red in it.
I mean that's but that's why
Nah,
City
then
Connect
find
jerseys are fun.
or do like
That's why City-
or
I mean,
do something like with
think
the
about
Celtics.
the Utah Jazz shits. That's why the City
All right,
Connect jerseys are
what
fun.
we're not going to do is bring any type of Utah Jazz to defend any type of point.
I'll agree with Justin on this, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I do
those
see what you're saying.
jerseys weren't fire.
Jonathan,
All right,
That's
then.
what I'm saying. That's why I said.
All right, then.
I'm not using the Utah Jazz as a defense in any type of argument
Yes.
ever because they're the Jazz.
We don't
Yes.
fuck with Donovan Mitchell no more.
No, we do. We fucking. I didn't say Donovan
I
Mitchell.
feel like
I said
we
the
all
Jazz.
stand.
Donovan Mitchell was his own person.
And Jordan Clarkson.
All right.
Did y'all see the interview shit with him?
Yeah, with the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you go to Jazz games often without missing a beat? Yeah.
Jesus.
A lot of them.
I got good seats.
Got good seats.
But
man.
but yeah, all right. Like I not to say like I'm not. I think he will be back. I just feel like it might be one of those long drawn out processes, like the DJ LeMahieu thing, where it's like Aaron probably got a number in his head because remember he's 27, right? Going to be 28 next year.
I feel sick to my stomach that we gonna give that nigga 200 mil. But like I told y'all, we gonna have
He the
to.
only one. I mean, and if anything, like
Killed
he's
it in
proven like
what's-his-face
this is
on
the
the
year. He was like,
Phillies.
yo,
And-
I deserve this 200 million.
And this is what I'm saying. I said we gotta open a checkbook for that nigga. That's
That's the only way.
That's just that on that. Like you
can't
gonna
say he-
let Aaron Judge walk?
We can't say he hasn't
The
played
New York
his way into it.
the New York Yankees are gonna let Aaron Judge walk. You gotta pay that nigga whatever.
I would say if it'd be different
Blank
if he
check.
was if it'd be different if he had a season where another like injury play where you're only playing like 96,
Oh, yeah, that's what it
97
was.
games, 24 home runs, only like 62
Fuck.
RBIs. All right,
Hey, we spoke about this at the beginning of the season.
but
Wow. Bichette is
Yeah.
a Yankee killer, bro. That's what he do.
all these baby Blue Jays are man, It's crazy. Except for Kevin Biggio, he don't be doing nothing.
No,
but-
he don't. But
Yeah.
Bichette is literally
Bichette, Guerrero.
Bichette is literally a Yankees killer, bro. That's all he do.
but but I guess that's it for the
He's so
baseballs.
baby faced.
Yeah, he's so babyface with
Yep.
a fucking beard. Imagine being
Yeah.
babyface with a beard.
Crazy. I've seen it on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
My just point is probably the same as last week anyway, so we could probably just like
He made some good throws. I don't have that like my Rivers
made good
conversation
throws,
isn't
and
going to be a
people
whole
just not
lot.
catching.
That's what I'm saying. You're not getting no help.
Like it's, I mean, it's partly his fault too. Some bad decisions. You got to get rid of the ball quicker. But like,
He's a rookie.
like the defense is playing. Like Quentin Williams had a good game. Sheldon Rankins had a good game. The Michael Carter, both of them had the good games. The cornerback and the running back. The pieces of that, like the problem with the Jets is there's a lot of positives happening. It's just the one thing that people need to be the most positive is absolutely sucking right now. So it
After you
takes
talked
away-
about how good the wide receiver core was last week.
I don't know what the heck happened. Like maybe it was the air or something. But Corey was dropping passes. Braxton didn't drop a pass. Elijah had stuff going through his hands. I'm like, y'all niggas not serious. So it is what it is. Hopefully this week home against the Titans. Titans don't look as formidable as I thought they'd be in the beginning of the season. So hopefully they don't use this as like a get right game though.
I mean, we are the get right game for everybody.
That's
literally.
I just want us to score a touchdown. Like, if I will be, how about this? I'm content if we lose like 27 to like 21. I'd be content.
You think you're putting up 3 touchdowns?
Like I said, I would want us to.
I think you should be content with 2 touchdowns.
All right, 2. All right, so if we lose 24-14, I'm okay with that.
Is that pretty much your Jets points in a nutshell?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So there's a lot of positives, and I wasn't. Oh damn, I wasn't even talking to the mic. I was far away.
You were close enough. I feel like.
Eh.
I'll just have to amplify a little bit.
But yeah, a lot of positives. But the biggest thing we want to be positive is not doing it right now. So it's a work in progress. We got 13 more weeks of this shit. So I hate when your football season. Is over before it starts. Mylz can relate to that this season.
Yeah, unfortunately I can. I mean, I assume that Justin just spoke about the Jets. I stepped away for a second, but I'm back in this bitch. Yeah, honestly, I think Giants fans should be disappointed in this team because if you told me that we were going to start 0-3, I wouldn't have believed you. And if y'all told me that the reason why we started 0-3 wasn't because of Daniel Jones, I definitely wouldn't have believed y'all.
Yeah.
So it's tough. This Atlanta game, I feel like it hurt more than the Washington football team game because this was a game that we had opportunities.
This was
early.
supposed to be your get right game.
This was exactly, and on opening possession, we get to go, and we kick a field goal because of a penalty, and second time we're goal to go, fumble snap by Daniel Jones, which whatever. And yeah, 6-0. And Atlanta, Matt Ryan is a former MVP. He's not gonna get shut out in the game. He's won games. He's came back in games. Yep. We have to capitalize on moments where we can. We had a moment in the game where we're driving and we had a 15-yard catch down the field get nullified because of a penalty on the same drive. We had. We had a false start and we called a timeout on a punt. That was probably Graham Gano could have taken it, or we could have gone for it on 4th and 3. And
was that the one at the 30-something yard line?
Yeah, it was like the 37 or either something like that. But it's like I would have much rather gone for it than not have gone for it. But anyhow, this team just looks. I don't want to say the team looks defeated, but at the end of the day. Wow, Glaber would not have made that play.
Never in his life.
Glaber would have never made that shit. This nigga Gio playing out of position. Yeah.
There's no out of position in the infield for Gio.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Except for first base.
Shit, I'm sure that nigga.
If he ever played, there's no reason to put him at first.
Yeah. But yeah, the Giants are just a disappointment right now. That's it. That's what they're playing like. They're playing like they're defeated. They're playing like, and even Joe Judge in his post-game presser, he just sounds bad. He sounds like he don't know what the fuck is going on. And after coming off of the moral victory season that we had.
Quote today.
It was the one about the analytics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a good quote, bro.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly
Bill
what it
Gates
was.
would be a great coach.
Oh no, I got the quote.
Such a quote.
Oh, that. Oh yeah,
I got the quote.
That wasn't working. I saw that. And I was like,
get the quote while I'm talking about these niggas. But
man said, you want to read it or you want to finish?
Yeah, read it.
All right. No, I don't think it needs to that. All right. So when asked about his conservative punting from the 39-yard line, he says, "I'm not afraid to go for it on 4th down, and considers it a case-by-case basis. I don't live in a world of fear." And then he also added, analytics is just a tool. You can look at a stat sheet all you want. I promise if Excel was going to win football games, Bill Gates would be killing it right now. But you've got to take those numbers, digest it, take it, and then, it trailed off after that. But it's just bad for business. That's wild. That's a wild thing to say.
And also, once again, when I said that hired Jason Garrett as our offensive coordinator, I was never a fan of that. I was never a fan of that.
That's almost as bad as the Mike.
I just want to say Dak looks better in his career than he ever has this year and last season before he got injured, and I wonder why. That's all. I'm gonna leave it there with Jason Garrett, anyways.
Speaking of the rest of the NFC East, I'm not. This isn't a segue. We're still talking about the Giants.
That's fine.
I'm looking at your schedule, and I really feel like those are your most winnable games.
Where are the wins, bro?
Yeah, where's the win at?
Where are the wins?
In the next 8
no.
weeks.
I'm saying it's the NFC East games, and maybe the Bears. Those are like the games where I'm like
The Bears not till November, right?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
The Bears are week 17.
Yep.
No, they're in January.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like those are the only games I really feel like are.
And honestly,
like,
I think the
winnable.
only NFC East game that's winnable is the Eagles. You already
Especially
dropped
now without Blake Martinez.
Yeah, I mean, you already dropped the one against Washington. I mean, maybe you get Washington because
Yeah.
you guys usually split that, right?
No, we usually sweep them.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
damn.
the thing
Yeah.
also is just like you never fucking know what you're gonna get with the NFC East anymore.
Yeah, bro. No, and that's more than understandable. But my whole thing with the division, I think the Cowboys are really
Cowboys are taking the division.
The Cowboys are taking the division. That's who I personally feel is taking the division. The Eagles
Don't do that now. Don't do that. We said it before.
No, but this time it's different. I mean, the Giants are. We don't know when the next Giant
sound
win
like a
is
Knicks
going to
fan.
come.
Dog, we literally
We don't
play-
know when the next Eagles win is going to come because they don't even look like they know what they're doing on offense.
In an 8-game stretch, I just want to read off to everybody because I know y'all all are listening. The Giants' remaining schedule. Hold up. Because I know we play this. We play the Saints. We play the Cowboys. After that, we play the Rams. We play the Panthers. We play the Chiefs. We play the Raiders. We play the Buccaneers. Then we play the Eagles, Dolphins, Chargers. Honestly, I don't feel confident that we're gonna win after the Saints. And I mean, whatever, Jameis. But at the end of the day, I think we're gonna lose that game.
Jameis just went up into Foxborough and
Yeah,
took a dump on Bill Belichick.
It's basically that's what I'm
They're
saying.
the Vikings. At
You
this
go-
point. They are the Vikings at this
You
point.
go,
Saints?
you go,
Yes.
you go between Cowboys, Rams, Panthers, Chiefs, Raiders. The most winnable game is the Panthers, and that's going to be at home. But even so, Sam Darnold's playing really well right now.
Panthers. You got to see what CMC is going to be at that point, how healthy he's going to be, and then even the Raiders, right? Like, yeah, the Raiders. I think that's the game that you guys might take because the Raiders are known for
Raiders
giving you
gonna Raider.
Raiders are going to Raider at least 3 to 4 times a year, so that might be one of those games where they probably drop where
Picture
it's
looks
like,
they
damn.
took them right out of 83.
But yeah, no,
Best case scenario, we start the season 1-9, and honestly, that's not something that I would have foresaw. But we're just not playing good football, and like even. There's nothing that can convince me. Like, yeah, we put up 29 points
the
against
Giants had
Washington.
almost a 500 team this year. It felt like.
I did. I said they were
Yeah.
going to be 9-8. But I mean, I didn't think they would
should
come.
be 2-1 right now.
They should be 2-1. And honestly, like if we went into the Cowboys 2-2, I would have felt a little bit more confident in us beating them. But because we haven't even been able to beat the weaker teams on our schedule to this point, what makes me think that we can go up into Arlington and
Like the Falcons were supposed to be that game. Like I know the Jets play the Falcons in a week up in in London. I don't expect the Jets to win that game, but it's a winnable game for us. This was the Giants' shot at like, all right, getting some type of momentum, stay alive in the division because it's if you win this, if you beat the Falcons, you're only a game behind.
Yep.
In the division, you're still there.
Yep.
This, it's 0-3. Is not looking good.
Their best cases is one of those like the beast mode run year where it's like, damn, the Seahawks team is ass, but they snuck in the playoffs because they won their whack division.
Yep.
I don't
And
even.
that's if the rest of the NFC East just NFC East pretty much, and that's a far cry at this point.
I'm about to say that the extra wild card spot is probably going to is coming from the NFC West, either the NFC West or the NFC South.
yeah, I honestly, and
Speaking of, are the Rams not the best team in football?
Are the Rams the best team in football? I don't think there's a definitive best team in football, but you can make the case for them. Yes.
I mean, they were like my kind of pick going in.
Hmm.
Honestly, obviously the Bucks had a lot of people returning, but like they just got that piece they were missing.
They
They
definitely-
were literally
they got
a quarterback
that piece,
away.
man. I
they
love it.
definitely weren't my pick
Give-
going into the season, but even against the Bucks, I had to pick the Rams, bro. Like
To
them
me,
niggas.
they were my third team. I had Bucks, Chiefs, Rams, and hey man, they're doing a damn thing. Like give Matt Stafford his flowers, and the offense is
there, and he's not even using all his weapons. You know.
I mean, hey, they freed that man.
Mm-hmm.
They freed that man, and
Glaber's having himself a game.
Yeah, he is.
If only we could do something with it.
Bottom of the lineup been hooping, but we're gonna see what happens.
Brett Gardner's not in. Coach's son.
Coach's son.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. The Giants are just disappointment, and it's not Daniel Jones. I honestly can say, and anybody that has been watching these games, it's not Daniel Jones. He did his thing against the Washington football team that has a really good defense. Against the Falcons, I mean, maybe he could have did more, but at the same time, when you're not really getting rushing yards, it's tough to really produce.
I fucking played you, and Sterling Shepard gets hurt right away. Again, I had a bunch of people get hurt.
I was about to say, Shepard get hurt, Slayton get hurt, and Blake Martinez tore his ACL. So that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. I had people get hurt and completely underperform again too this week. Not a fun time. Not a fun time.
I know. I'm telling you, those fantasy L's hit different.
And I clapped in my other league. I clapped homie by like 40.
Yeah. Listen, that's how I go down.
My streak got broken for my winning streak and my top point streak. And it stinks because if I would have just played Mike Williams, I would have won.
Yeah, Josh Allen throws for 4 touchdowns, none of them to Stephon Diggs.
Oof.
And guess who was on my bench in my other league?
Emmanuel Sanders?
Yep.
Oof.
Wow. I mean, I didn't need him to clap the other dude, but still.
Oof load. Massive. Yeah. But yeah. It's not a good time right now. But yeah, I think the Chiefs are 1-2 right now. They'll be fine. They're still going to win like 12, 13 games this season.
Their limiting factor again is if their defense wants to play.
Basically.
It's how much because you could always run against the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. It's just how much does the defense want to play. They like to wait until they like, oh shit, I guess we should show up.
It's not a case of that offense not coming through because they're going to put up 24, 30 points a game.
There was no way that this nigga Patrick Mahomes wasn't going to go his whole career undefeated in September or whatever the fuck.
You got to be fucking kidding me. Please go out. Please go out. Oh, thank God.
But
Tyler Wade also hitting 274.
Pretty good.
That's great. That's great. That's what you want out of a defensive sub. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So you got the Chiefs.
I could do my Ravens real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Not a whole lot. Hollywood being fucking Hollywood. That was really fucking annoying because again, I had Lamar and he scored less than 20 points because motherfuckers couldn't hold on to the ball. I think he had a great game, honestly, though. Like, Lamar passing, fucking awesome.
That 4th down conversion, I mean, was that good play call by you guys or just absolutely a horrendous defense by the Lions?
Both.
Might have been. I was about to say the same thing. Might have been a little bit of both.
I saw the replay. I'm like, how is he behind the defense?
Yeah.
That's your one job is to keep them in front of you.
Yeah, completely both, but also just we executed, which is good. I think he looked good. Like, he threw the ball really well. My other thing is the game was obviously a lot closer than we felt it should have, but we also were missing 5 rotational linebackers, including our starters. Mm-hmm. So it made sense that they ran the ball pretty effectively. Hopefully we get those back in the next game. And the good thing is that Lamar having a passing day like that is good going to the next one because you can't really run against the Broncos. So, tough game next week.
It's gonna be a very good game.
Yeah, it should be another good game where it honestly, I don't. If it keeps going like this, I'm gonna need to get some damn. I'm gonna have to start drinking or smoking cigarettes because all these games is stressful.
Not John pulling out the ports. You're a personal trainer, bro.
Pull him out at the gym outside.
Be like, goddamn, these goddamn fucking clients stressing me the fuck out.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Again, Tyson Williams, 2.2 points.
Yeah, I mean, hey. Listen.
Also, that's another thing. We are without Ronnie Stanley, so. Positive though, Rashad Bateman is off the IR today.
True.
And he is back in practice. So.
Listen. I said for set. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah. Shout out to Justin Tucker.
I'm about to say no shout out for JT. This is crazy.
You want to know why? Because he's been doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he hasn't been doing it. It's the first time he did it. The first time anybody did it, so yeah.
John had to be like, you know what? This nigga been doing this shit. He been on timing.
Of all time.
He been on timing. I mean, no funny shit.
But yeah, shout out for Justin Tucker. He's a goat.
He really is.
To me, it was very the kick from the replacements. Like, just put it down. I'll kick the piss out of it.
Put it down. I'll kick the piss out. That's a good one.
The rest of the league, we talked about the Rams a bit. Well,
Talked
not
about
about that
the
week.
Rams.
They fucking played great.
You know what's
Yeah, I
crazy?
gotta say,
You know what's crazy
Packers
about
getting
the
back on track.
Packers?
Knew that was
we
gonna
knew.
happen.
Yeah,
Well,
You know what's
it was a
great?
closer game than a lot of people thought.
And
Yeah.
you know how I won that game? I benched my defense because I had the Niners defense, but I had Devontae Adams playing. That was the difference. I won by, I think, 6. And I think the 49ers had like minus like 3 or something like that.
That was their favorite to win the joint. Seahawks and Vikings. It's funny because I definitely said
Nigga, Tyler Lockett like 3.2. I'm like, yo, come
I-
on.
I'm not betting on Russ no more. Dog.
it's been not bet on Russ.
No,
but
it's been not bet on the Seahawks.
Anyways.
Russ throws touchdowns.
I'm about to say Russ
throws
still give you
touchdowns.
20 points a game.
Anybody on that team is tough. But it's crazy because I said, yo, the Vikings Seahawks game is gonna be close. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks, but it's gonna be a close game. And the Vikings end up beating them by 2 touchdowns.
And guess who picked the Vikings?
You did not.
I
You
did.
actually you picked the Seahawks.
I
bro.
picked the Vikings.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
I can pull up the recording.
You pull up the
I
recording.
literally
You
went.
picked it-
I
you
literally went to see. I was like, have the Vikings won a game yet? No, I'm picking the Vikings. They're not going 0-3.
That's what happened. I'm telling niggas what happened. I'm telling niggas exactly what happened.
Did you mess up?
Did I mess up? No. Yeah, actually,
I picked the Vikings.
John and Matt picked the Vikings.
Yeah.
And then me and Justin picked the Seahawks.
There's another one that I had too.
No. The other one was, I could tell you.
Was the Rams?
The Rams? The Rams, yes. Yeah. Me and you picked the Rams. Me and you picked the Rams. Because you're like, oh my God, you're going against Brady? Yes.
And that was a bet that I got.
That was a good one.
And I just wish I put up more money on it.
Indeed. Yeah. Justin Fields can't get sacked 9 times again.
Bro, I forgot what it was.
Justin Fields can't get sacked
But it
9
was
times
like
again.
some team had like more rushing. Like I don't remember what some team had like more yards than like their entire offense did.
I mean, they
It
just
was fucking ridiculous.
they had 46 rush.
And
They had 46
and they're
yards.
now they're like, all right, all 3 quarterbacks are in the fray for who's gonna play next week. But it's like the motherfucker's getting sacked that many times. I don't think it's his fault.
I'm just saying,
I don't think it's the quarterback's fault.
Myles Garrett is great. He's amazing. He shouldn't have 4.5 sacks in a game.
Talk about the tune-up game for the Browns defense.
I mean, yeah.
But like that, you can't put Fields out there and be like, listen, you're on your own, kid. And then when he fucks up, be like, you know, you might not have it. Like, dude.
That's very, I don't want to say it's very Jets of the Bears.
I was gonna say that,
But it's very Jets of the Bears.
Wait, what's very Jets of the Bears?
Very Jets of the
protect the
Bears.
quarterback and be like, you suck.
Yeah.
So the Jets are the only team that has poor offensive line play?
No, but they're the most recent one that blamed their quarterback, even though we're like, he's pretty talented. You just got to give him a shot and try and help him out. And they were
Is
like,
Jets
no,
Nation on
fuck
the side of
him.
Zach Wilson?
That's the same thing with Trevor. What's happening with Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville?
I like that game. Yeah, we had a kick 6 in that joint.
He did have a kick 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely did. You know,
Yeah. It was hard for me to break down this week only because I didn't see any of the 1 o'clock games because driving back for the wedding. So, but it is what it is.
it was a rough sports week for all of us.
It was a rough week, but we get to look ahead to this week's primetime picks.
Wow. This week's primetime picks.
What we got?
Is it time?
Oh yeah,
It is Tom. We also actually got to recap the scoreboard and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's like the good thing about
Yep.
this.
So assume the position.
Yes. Well, tomorrow's a big game.
Oh, it's a huge game.
And speaking of big games, we have a lot coming for you guys this week.
Oh,
for
yeah.
our primetime picks. So I'm not gonna lie, the scoreboard doesn't sound right, but I promise it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Unfortunately for everybody, I'm actually in the lead.
Still?
Yes.
Unfortunately for everybody.
In spite of everything. So you wanna know something crazy? So last week we all had a bad week. Not last week, that week that we were virtual, but the week that we
2
weren't.
weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
There
Yes.
you go.
Thanks, John.
Sound
Thank
it
you.
out, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna take my time now. Yeah. So 1-3, 1-3, 0-4, 0-4. I'm not gonna say who is who, but just know we all sucked. Last week was a little bit better. Nobody had a losing record. John was 3-1. I was also 3-1. Justin
Here we
was
go.
2-2, and Matt was 2-2.
Getting back up on it.
Yes. So I'm 8-4. Matt is actually 6-6. John 5-7. Justin 4-8.
It's It's okay.
It's early.
Setting up for a comeback.
It's
Don't
early.
worry.
You know,
That's it. I'm like Shaq. I'm playing
You
my
know?
way into shape.
the good thing about these games is that there's 4 of them to bet on this week. You know,
I'm about to say I'm like James Harden. I'm definitely playing my way back into shape.
Hey, fuck it. That's how I get.
Fucker's never in shape.
You know,
He was
What?
just hooping.
You tell me that his whole entire career he's never been in shape?
Yes, he just be hooping.
That's wild.
yeah, that. What John said.
Why, you think he never
Speak-
plays well in the playoffs? Motherfucker tired.
He be playing well. The team around him don't be playing well.
Well,
Sure.
that's part of
He
it.
wasn't the one that missed all 27 of those 3-pointers.
Yes. And while we're on basketball, we're gonna get back to football now. And yeah. So we John had mentioned earlier, Ravens are at the Broncos. It's a good game. It's gonna be a really good game. I'm gonna tune into this. John, Ravens every week.
Ravens every week.
Ravens every week.
Hey man, Ravens every week led me to that 1-3.
This is true.
This is true.
You know what? This is an interesting matchup because Denver's 3-0, but they've played 3 cupcakes so far. I think going into the season, we all thought their defense was going to be good and they were going to be competing for a wild card spot. This will be their first real test. I would like to see how that defense holds up. So I'm still going to go Ravens, but I think this will be a very good measuring stick game
yeah.
for the Broncos.
For the people who are actually doing it seriously, keep an eye on the Ravens COVID activations because, like I said, that our D line was just cooked. We had practice squad linebackers, and they were like the linebackers weren't tackling. Well, yeah, all our outside linebackers were practice squad outside linebackers.
Makes sense.
So
Justin.
yeah,
Yep, so Ravens.
Ravens. So one thing I will say is that for all my gambling niggas, definitely take the Broncos plus money if it's like 3 or more. To be honest, they've kept it close. They being the Ravens, they kept it close to everybody. They kept it close with the Chiefs. They kept it close with the Lions, and obviously they lost the first game of the season. So if I was a gambling man, I don't know if I'd take the Broncos money line. I'm gonna do it here because why not? I'm up. So
Is it home or home?
It
Broncos?
is in Denver. It is in Denver.
You know what? If it's speaking of the lines, if it's
I'm not gonna lie, I wrote it down already, bro.
no, I'm saying like if it was if it's Denver plus 3.5, I'd take that.
I would take it too.
I'd take Denver plus 3.5.
I'm gonna take the Broncos for that exact reason. Just because the Ravens have kept it close.
Feels like it's gonna come down to a field goal at the end.
Honestly, why not?
I would not be surprised.
Yep.
I would take it again based on that fucking D line shit. You might want to take Denver's running back yards.
Not Justin Tucker kicking a 70-yard field goal at Mile
in the
High.
thin air. Let's go.
Be like with 6 yards
Put
to go.
that shit down. I'll kick the piss out of it.
All right, Matt. So now with that, where you going with it?
I gotta play it safe and go with the Ravens. Here.
Valid. I understand. I came into this world by myself. I'm gonna exit this world by
You need to
myself.
exit this world through a table. I'm waiting for you to buy it and bring it over here.
Well, anyhow,
Hey, you're not getting out of this. I'll put you through this table. Matt will build you a new one.
That's just a lot of work for
then
Matt.
you'll
Yeah,
have
you'll just have to pay for
Then
it
there will-
because you don't want to get the plastic table to get.
then
put
there
through.
will be
I
4
charge
people on
$45
the.
an hour for
I thought you were a man. I thought you were a man of your word.
I am a man of my word. I just don't want to die. That's it. Anyhow,
So you want to get Batista bombed or like a FU? How are we doing this?
Hey, we were just in Buffalo Bills.
people's
We were
elbow.
just in Buffalo Bills country. It didn't give you any
I'm
motivation.
saying.
Give me the
anyways,
people's elbow
People's
from
elbow
the top
through the
rope.
table. I could swanton him
no, stop it.
All right,
off
all
the
right.
deck.
All
I don't
right.
want anybody to get hurt.
Next game.
All right, so now we got one of America's games of the week. We got the Cardinals, Kyler Murray's Cardinals against Matt Stafford's Rams. This game's also in Los
gonna be a
Angeles.
great fucking
so
game.
It's gonna be really
That's a
good.
rematch of the wild
Take
card,
the
right?
over.
No,
Yeah.
that was a rematch of week 17, right?
Yeah.
Yep. When the Cardinals needed that game to get to the playoffs and Kyler got hurt. Give me the Rams.
I like that.
Give me the Rams.
Take the over and give me the Rams. This is going to be... Listen, Kyler's been playing amazing. I'm not going to say Kyler's not amazing. He's a great player, but this is going to be his wake-up call.
Oh, yeah,
So
Def
now-
take the over.
So
Yeah,
I agree
he's
with
been
the
on
over.
cloud 9.
I agree with the over. Also, this game's a little bit interesting to me, just really because the thing, and this also happened last year. Kyler Murray at some point, somebody was just like, "Hey, we're gonna try and stop this guy," and they kind of slowed him down a little bit. I'm not saying that Urban Meyer stopped him completely. They still scored 31 points and they came back in the second half. But if it was me, I would. The Rams are obviously gonna be favored this game at home. I would take the Cardinals plus money. But I am also gonna take the Rams.
Rams have won 8 straight games versus Arizona.
And with Stafford right now, they're rolling.
And D-Hop is hurt.
Diop is also hurt. Yes, he has a rib injury.
Well, gotta go with the Rams.
Oh, Matt said it. The Gobble Groom himself. Anyways, now this game is really just more for sentiment. I mean, I kind of know where everybody's head is at on it, but we got the Buccaneers at Patriots for Sunday Night Football.
Is there no other good game?
I mean,
I see. I talked to him about it earlier, and he was like, "Oh,
But
it should be."
like,
He's doing it just
other-
because it's Bill versus Tom.
Fuck that. The Patriots aren't good.
I
Like
mean,
that's an easy.
That's we're doing a top 5 team against a fucking scrub.
Like if
what
we
the hell?
subbed out another
top
we subbed out a
five.
primetime game the other week because it wasn't good.
I mean, the rest of the Ravens and Broncos are on prime time.
No, but I'm saying the other week we subbed out a game that was.
I would
you
rather
know,
watch Jaguars Bengals than that shit.
I mean, you're gonna have to watch it
you're
regardless.
bugged. You're bugged.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather watch Brady
I
against the
would-
Patriots. I'd rather watch Brady against the
f-
Patriots.
Dude, Browns Vikings? Are you kidding me?
Browns Vikings, I guess.
Browns Vikings over fucking Brady's return to scrub his old team. That's
Well,
trash.
it's chosen at this point. And when you come late, you have no say in this. So you
I
say
didn't have
it-
a saying coming late today either.
You should
Yeah,
have. You
well,
should have
there
been
it is.
here.
Yeah, if you were here, then
I should have
know.
sent you the text that said Mouse is wild and get here fast.
Fast. He's bugging.
I'll just call my dad like you're on your own, dad. Push the car yourself.
Be like, sorry.
Podcast emergency.
Sorry. It's Brady. I have to go against him.
Oh my god,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
There's Raiders,
Damn.
Chargers.
All right. Give-
Yeah, nigga, we're on the third of the fourth game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know what the next game is.
All right.
Either way, this one shouldn't be one.
Well, John, sorry that it is one.
Yeah, Buccaneers. It is what
Yes.
it is.
Fucking free game.
Free
That's
game.
what it is. He's doing all these free games so he can try and maintain his little lead.
That's what Mylz is trying to do. Yeah, because a 4-game lead is safe in primetime picks. Yeah, we got to rock with it. All right, cool. I hope it's a good game, though. I'm going to go
I
with
have
Brady.
zero faith it'll be a good game.
All right, well, it's all right. John is upset. Me and Justin are upset every time you come late. It's all
Hoes
good.
mad.
There it is.
Hoes mad.
This is all right.
Hoes mad.
There it is.
Hoes mad.
Hoes be mad all the time. And then, speaking of what John had brought up before, Raiders and Chargers, Monday Night Football. I think this is going to be a really good game.
Give me Chargers.
Chargers, bolt up. Hashtag bolt up. Not the
See, even the board had enough of your shit.
Yeah, well, John, we've had enough of your shit. Like, it is what it is,
I
my
don't
boy.
blame you.
Bolt gang for John. I should have put it in blue.
I thought we each just have a color.
Yeah, nah, I didn't. I just kept it black this week.
You know what? Where is this game at?
It's in Los Angeles.
That's interesting that they're doing
They like one on Sunday.
one on Sunday.
And
Yeah.
one on, yeah.
Interesting.
It's a nice ass stadium. I mean, fuck it.
Then again, they don't really like.
They're trying to get fans. That's what it is.
But I feel like unlike MetLife, it literally like it's customized for Jets and Giants games.
Yeah.
SoFi doesn't look like it. Really, very looks neutral. Aside from the actual field,
They just changed the displays.
they just change the displays and they have separate locker rooms and everything. Anyway, like there's nothing. When I watch a game there, I don't think that it's a Ram Stadium or a
That's why
Chargers.
they don't
stadium.
have a home field advantage. And it's probably going to be an Oakland home game. I'm not going to hold you.
Oh no, it will. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah.
You know what? Gruden Grinders 4-0. Knock on wood if you're with me.
Nice.
That was a very Mylz pick.
Hey man,
And speaking of Mylz picks,
Miles is in first right now, so I don't
just win, baby, win. Raiders every week. There it is.
Raiders every week till week 9.
Till week 9. Then I'm like, all right,
They
y'all.
lose every
Till the-
game.
till
to
the games
playoffs.
get serious.
Historically speaking, yeah, right, exactly. Maddie,
I'll go with the Raiders.
know. Yeah,
nice.
that's right. Knock on wood if you're with me.
Oh my God! Now the Chargers are gonna win. Oh, this is whack. Oh my God!
Soiled it.
Soiled it.
Dude, we need a John Gruden pop. That's what we need.
I'm telling you, we need to knock on wood. If, we need to knock on wood if you're with me.
We need a massive John Gruden pop, not like the regular one. We need like
We
one.
gotta order a
that's just-
custom one on Etsy or something.
No funny shit.
Can we just
Oh,
get a
man.
spider? Can we get a poster of a spider, the letter Y, the number 2, and a banana, all in one?
Spider banana.
Just put it up right up
man.
there.
Nah, I need the Al Davis just win, baby, win. Word to the Raiders, man.
Can we get his son a big fat head of his son with that haircut?
Oh my God. If I was a West Coast nigga, I feel like I'd be a Raiders fan. I feel like that would be my.
Oh,
my
you
son.
have to be at that. You have to be.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been my team.
All right, is that it?
yeah, stay
All right.
tuned next week for next week's Primetime Picks.
All
Word
right.
to everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Love is love.
All right. With that, it is time for Anime Book Club. Where are we with the intro? Did the Drake vocals come in yet?
Yeah, the
They
Drake
have been here.
Oh, they have?
If you listened, you'd know.
Oh, that's true. I don't listen. So yeah, it is now time for Anime Book Club.
Anime titties. Big round things, won't you put them in my face with them anime titties. Watching them swing really brighten up my day with them anime titties. Don't know what to say, I just wanna see them shake with them anime titties. They defying physics, you know that I love
You know I'm
them.
getting nosebleeds every day. She says she wanna put them double D's in my face. I said it ain't a problem.
We are watching the anime Prison School episodes 10 through 12. We are finishing it up.
Yeah, finish this shit up.
Yeah. And it was a wild ride. It's been a crazy ride. It's been a hard ride in more ways than one.
I'm glad you guys got to
But-
experience the madness.
Oh,
of
I'm-
these
I'm
last
very-
few episodes. After I told you, it gets wilder last week.
I'm very grateful, honestly. This was we won't, for the record, we won't do an anime as good as this for the rest of the year. So
Yeah.
just be prepared for that. But anyway, yeah,
Should
let's.
we do interspecies reviewers? No, that's not even this good. There's
Nigga-
not as much plot.
Okay. Niggas watch anime for plot? Oh, boy. Anyway.
Get him out of here.
It's episode 10. Let's get right into it. As we know in the last episode, the boys basically
Lost all hope.
lost all hope.
Yeah.
And this episode starts off with them saying, yeah, we basically lost all hope. And we're not even like, nobody's sad or anything. It's just like acceptance. Like those stages of, what is it? The stages of guilt?
Stage of grief.
Stages of grief, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Sorry.
Guilt.
What was you going through?
I don't know.
I think the little foreshadowing with when the president and vice president were talking, it was like, and then they'll be gone. It'll be wonderful. And the vice
He's
president has
like,
a long pause,
yeah.
and then it goes, yeah, I agree.
Yep.
And then also Gakuto lost his fucking shit.
Yeah, that was
moment,
hilarious.
Dude, when we thought he was back, they're like, oh shit, he's back, and it's like, oh, never mind then.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. These niggas had their last meal.
Food still look good.
Food,
Look,
yeah.
Even
and-
the fried grasshoppers was like, I was
I
like,
was about to say, it didn't look
it
bad.
didn't look bad. I was like, maybe this is a delicacy that I didn't know
It
about.
is in other countries.
Okay, all right, cool. So that's why I wasn't trying to be ignorant.
That's what I
After
thought. I
all
thought
the work
he
the
was.
VP put towards that.
I'm not gonna lie, I dead thought like that was his. He wanted grasshoppers, and I was like, all right, he's
Nah, my
just
son
somebody
was
that
offered
likes
being-
weird cuisine. Like,
My son was eating that shit. Yo, when he was just on the ground, just spewing the
Yeah.
the grasshopper juice, that shit was jokes.
bruh. But no, that Salisbury steak looked good.
No, that was the regular steak.
That was the regular steak.
That the one that
Andre ordered a Salisbury and then changed his mind.
Nah, he said, yeah, I want to start off with a few whips, and then for my entree, I want you to punch me and gag me, and then for dessert, I think we'll finish it off with a nice creme brulee of me licking your boot. I'm like, yo, Andre, you need to please get out of here.
Yep.
Like you have a horniness that's just like, ugh.
Listen, why we kink shaming?
Facts.
Because
Why we kink shaming? He's a masochist.
He's too fat to have kinks. All right.
So now we're fat shaming and
Wow.
kink shaming.
His ears are his
What's
earlobes
next,
are
you
too,
racist?
his earlobes are too. I already covered that. His earlobes are too big to have kinks. All right, you can't look like Dumbo
Look, he said
and
it
have
right.
kinks.
Bullying works, guys.
Bullying
What?
does work.
Wait, what I say right?
Ear what?
Earlobes.
Yeah, you said it right this time.
What did I say before? Matt, do you have a recollection of what I said before? Was I messing up earlobes?
Oh, you mean last time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think you were saying. What is he saying? Earlopes?
Yep.
Earlobes.
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 Tupperware.
Tupperware.
I was speaking really fast. It's my
Say it
ac-
one more time.
It's
No,
my accent.
I slowed it down for you. Sound it out, baby.
Earlobes. Anyway,
guy.
so
Can
yeah.
you believe it?
Anyways, moving on. The chairman is still wilding,
Him and his big wet butts book on the desk.
bro. But
Yeah,
the
at that
fact-
point, at that bro, he had
He had
his
the
manga.
DVD that your grandparents used to have.
he had the Pinot in the white case.
Facts.
He's a nasty man.
Nah, the fact that he was like, all right, so his daughter came in and she's like, yeah, so what you doing? He was like, just finishing up some minor details and things like that. You
It's
know,
like, oh, you doing work, huh?
doing work, burning the midnight oil. She was like, you might want to do your work off of school premises. Niggas see in the reflection just ass, and I'm like, oh my god.
He goes,
nah.
I should get some blinds later.
Okay, I honestly, God, it took me 10 episodes to realize That's how he talks.
I love it so much.
Like he always emphasizes the very last word of his
It is
sentence.
so funny because they do the music with it. They
Yep.
do everything. The
It's
camera
so
changes.
dramatic.
Yep, which makes it better that we're watching it in English.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I should invest in blinds later.
But anyway, the boys have one last ditch effort. They put an appeal in the paper in the withdrawal forms. Smart using the decoys. Decoys, Lois.
Yes.
Decoys.
Yes, we love
But
decoys.
There was a lot. Oh, also before that point, Shingo's wet T-shirt monologue was very JT-esque.
It's something I
When-
could have seen you saying.
When they were literally like, "Bro, Shingo, don't give up now. Like, what about the wet T-shirt contest?" And then he goes on this little speech where he was like, "Nipples are like the greatest thing." Like that whole thing. I was like, "Yeah, that was very JT-esque." And also the vice president hit homie with the hurricanrana.
Yes. Oh
I
my
seen it.
God. Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
I was about to count to 3.
Yeah, bro, because she came running out with a fucking knife. She was like,
She was setting her up for the 619.
Nah, that shit was bad, yo. She really, like, it's OD.
I'm just saying, niggas would be foul if they stick their tongue out, or no? I'm asking a question.
You know how Jadena said he a classic, man.
I'm just saying.
You a nasty, man.
What did my nigga?
You up there with it.
What did my nigga Kendrick say in the one song? I eat the pussy for my nourishment. Nah,
Or
could you
whatever
imagine?
Kendrick said.
Or whatever Kendrick
Or whatever
said.
that nigga said, though.
Nah, could you imagine? Like, so if they honored the
I
last
don't
meal
eat pussy. I
request,
just eat food. Whatever Mac Miller said.
right?
Whatever that nigga said.
Like if I just was like, yo, I'm trying to eat the box as my last meal. Like, what could she say? She say no, right? But like at the same time, I thought you honored requests. So like,
You know. I mean,
so then I
she did honor
they
Andres.
did say food request.
Yeah.
that's food. We all know
Like
that's
Mac
food.
Miller said.
You know what?
Real
I
niggas
don't
know
eat-
that's food.
I
You
just
know
eat
what?
pussy. I don't eat food.
Like, so like I'm just saying, like, you know, you do the cunnilingus. Maybe you do it so well that she, you know, is in your favor.
Again, I don't think
she
she bats that way, but all right, man.
She could bat both ways. We just don't know.
You're right.
She just hasn't met a real nigga because they're obviously in
God.
Japan. So
You sound. Oh man. You sound.
Am I wrong?
You're sounding very certified lesbian boy over here.
I'm about to come to the studio next week with the heart. Oh yeah.
Certified lesbian boy, or fucking who Black put his Instagram story, the camera on shit. You said you like girls, me too. What a coinky dink.
Jesus Christ.
Why did all right? So the repeal gets to the chairman, right? He comes down, he's rapping with them. He's
Talking
like,
to
yo,
the niggas, yo, basically
First of all,
said,
you skipped the whole fucking Hana's realization.
Well, I mean,
Hana's PTSD shit.
yeah, bro, because of the fucking mushroom.
The noise that mushroom made
Nah,
when
that
it
shit was-
fell, bro. Like
it's just split right between her
the
butt cheeks. Well, not the butt cheeks, but the little like place underneath the butt with the thigh.
It's
the
a-
thigh gap.
Yeah,
That was it.
Yeah.
Yep. Reminded me of Donkey and Shrek when he was in when the onion.
Yeah.
No, that's such a deep cut. What the fuck? How do you remember? Like what?
Like, that's an iconic scene.
Oh
It
my
is, but I'm
God.
just saying, like, what the fuck? Like, that
How
would have
many,
been.
how many other sounds just sound like that in life?
Exactly.
You know?
Bro, it was that whole shit. It's like, why does this mushroom make me think of passing out in the nurse's office?
Yeah, bro, she had a traumatic experience, and now we
With
know
the
why.
mushroom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that important though, at least in the moment.
I just thought it was funny with the fucking noise shit. And
but yeah, no.
back to what you're saying.
Chairman
Listen,
coming down, rapping with them. He was like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna grant y'all. I like how he did it. He was like, I'm gonna grant y'all some extra time. If you can answer this one question,
Listen,
tits or ass. I'm like, yo.
Nobody who's an ass man can be all bad.
I wrote that down. That's
Yeah,
a
same.
phenomenal line.
That's a bar.
Nah.
Yeah.
When he was dead, when he spewed the monologue of why butts are better than boobs, son,
Bro.
nah, he went in his
That
bag.
shit was amazing.
I
He
can't
goes, yeah, and I ask people and they give that bullshit answer about, oh, it's just a preference. No, what is the reason?
Yeah, that nigga said, you're taking too long. You have 10 more seconds.
Nah,
Nah,
It's
my
like,
son really went in his
answer
bag.
now.
He
bro.
went from like, yeah, back when we was all monkeys, you know. So this is a good thing why
I
it
think
was
I put
in.
the
Bro, he
quote.
really
I had
hugged
the
him like
quote,
he was
tits
his-
are a pale imitation of the buttocks.
Look, man, that's what I'm saying.
He
look,
said, why? He said, why have the imitation when you can have the original or some shit like
Yeah.
that?
Exactly, bro.
I was like, wow, like, okay.
Listen, also, you know they're in Asia because he was talking about tits being squishier than butts, and he just has a big squishy
Yeah,
butts. It makes
exactly.
perfect
That's it.
sense.
I was like looking at it. I was like, that's not true.
I was like, yeah, but you have to have the right type of butt that's squishy. You know, you can't have that athletic booty. It's not as squishy as the
no,
boobies.
proper athletic booty is both. It's soft, and then when they flex, it's firm.
I know it's been a while, Justin.
Wow, it's crazy.
Also,
This will get cut.
will it?
With that,
The great quote from Hana. Nothing got in, but it got way too close.
Yes.
But yeah, again, that was a JT-esque explanation as to why. Except for we know JT is not an ass man.
that's not true. Like I said, I like both. I don't give a shit what this Japanese
us you
anime
weren't.
said. No, I said I like both.
All right, I guess I'm the only
Bring
one
up,
who remembers these things.
yeah, it is.
But because of that, they were able to get one day because my son, like, he came through for the team.
Oh no, he did. He did.
Absolutely
Put the team
did.
on his back. Down bottom of the ninth. You know, he kept it at
Yeah, he
3-2
was on
count.
Carlo, honestly.
3-2 count. Cleared that thing over the wall. 345 feet.
Just wrist.
All right, episode
Just
11.
wrist.
Moving on. Now, so basically, through episode 10 and into the beginning of episode 11, Kiyoshi was exchanging notes with Chiyo through the food because she
Real one.
works in the school kitchen. She's a real one. Best girl. Like, her best girl candidacy is just, like, shoots up every single
Oh, yeah,
episode.
she
It's
climbed the
crazy.
ranks real fast.
Like, she
does.
does, like, yeah, she
running it
top
up.
five. But yeah, so anyway, Anzu figures out that she's been helping him. Anzu, of course, the best girl to Shingo.
Yes.
And also the double agent for the student council.
This was an Anzu redemption arc.
This
These
was an
two
Anzu,
episodes.
Anzu Black Ops mission ensues after this because now she's helping out Chiyo. And the boys just, Kiyoshi and Chiyo basically like, yeah, all right, this is what the plan's going to be. You're going to meet at the prison, 8 p.m. sharp. And then they used Anzu as a decoy. Very, very smart.
Big
very
chess. Big chess
Yeah.
vibes.
Also in,
she was a
uh,
pawn in
smart. Yeah, because they
But
and
she
they,
did
and
her
they knew
role.
it.
Yep.
It was very Ron in the first Harry Potter when they were actually playing the large chess.
Wow.
And he was like, "Listen, it's got to be you. I'll take the hit. You got to make it through."
This is fact.
But you know who was also playing chess? The president, because she was. And it's why she took the vice president off of dinner duty that last night, because she's like, "Yo, it's not about you not living up to expectations. These niggas been around you for like 3 months now. They know how you move, how you act, what you say. They gonna use that against you." And that's exactly what these niggas was planning.
Facts.
Yep.
Like,
While she was drying her boobs, mad wild.
oh no, I was like, all right, what we
That's
doing?
it. Too much plot. They were like, "We gotta
I
add
was
the
like,
horny."
I was like, what we doing here? Because damn, I was like, there's no way in any type of form, like, I don't know how customs are or whatever, but I don't know anybody that's comfortable
That's
enough.
the
to just-
relationship.
that's just casually wiping boob sweat.
Yeah.
After you saw that scene, you texted Kylie like, "What's up? Like, you up? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got this."
She was taking a nap.
You were hoping she was taking a shower.
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode also had like the big fucking scene as we get into the Hana and Kyoshi scene.
Yes.
Hey, like Kyoshi came out, man. Best defense is a good offense.
That's a fact.
And then they turned into golden shower chicken. It was just straight up like,
was great.
Yeah, like who's
All
gonna
right.
do it first? That
and
shit was.
then, hey man, Hana tried to hold up. She was out here like, fuck it, I'm gonna take my pants
I
off.
was say it was a
too.
big
I'm
game of
turning the
poker. It was a
tables."
big game of poker. Everybody was pushing their chips
That's
in.
what it was, man.
Yeah.
Golden shower chicken.
Hana's a free. First, I'm telling you, big Anna vibes. Like
Yeah.
it's just like it's.
It's just
Hana-
not love, bro.
Hana,
it's just
like-
not love.
It's not
she's
love.
Like, she's
It's-
like she's pushing the limits, but she's not.
Yeah.
Like she's just not.
I mean,
willing
Kyoshi
to-
Her mind
explained it.
wants to do it.
Yeah,
But
Kyoshi
her-
explained it well. He was like, yeah, her body hasn't caught up to like her
Her
sexuality.
sexuality hasn't fully developed.
Yeah, so she has no idea how to process the feelings and how to act on them.
All I'm saying
One-
is that
yeah.
when she was making his moves, listen, I understand there was not consent there, but
Well, hold on a
Listen,
second.
listen,
Be
hey,
careful.
around,
Be
I'm not gonna
careful.
hold you.
Be careful.
what-
where you-
listen.
like, tread lightly, my brother. Now.
Kyoshi kind of came around. I'm not
Once-
gonna hold you.
Once Kyoshi hit the with a
and
little,
I'm not gonna hold you.
little.
I'm not gonna hold you if it was me. You know,
Oh, that's
You would
wild.
have you would have took the can off and
I would say that can would have
That's
been
a
off.
bit much.
First of all, the can can't even fit. That's a fact.
Excuse
so
me.
like, I'm just saying, I'm just keeping the G real with you. You know.
nah. The way they just kept showing his shit twitch every time she did something.
Mans was like, "Yo, I am
Relatable.
rock hard
The
right
way
now."
he was like, "I'm harder than I've ever been." The mushroom has petrified. Him calling it her Medusa, bro. And when
Yo.
they first did the Medusa head,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh my god!" And then it yelled,
Like I didn't understand
So funny.
where they were going with that until because obviously the Medusa, you know, in the mythology is turns the men to stone.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was more so like him himself, his body. He was just gonna be frozen and he
Well, he
couldn't
was.
move.
Right.
But it just went straight to the one object. So that was
Yeah.
hilarious. Being honest, she dad was playing the chicken. I was like, yo, this obsession with her is like, damn. The fact that she thought stealing his first kiss was like this big, supposed to be like this big thing is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then little did she know, tables turned.
Hey man, it was that's it. Here was the plot. It's turned into some wild shit, and
it's horny plot, but
she
I like
did-
the horny.
she did
I
nutted for the
wasn't. I
first time
wasn't.
in
I
her
was
life.
indeed a fan of the horny
yeah. Then
plot.
we're in
That's hilarious.
Then we're in episode 12.
And he had no idea how to process that.
I'm telling you, both a little. It goes
Like,
crazy.
you always know when the what do you call it? The blood comes out.
Yeah,
from
and
the
she was
anime
also
character.
like she was clearly kissing way too wet with all the fucking spit everywhere.
She was just like, oh, she's like, why is my body tingling?
When the blood comes out, it's crazy.
She made yogurt, like Andre the other day.
She was like,
Christ.
no,
Not
this is
yogurt.
what okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
She was like, do you don't want your panties or your jorts? She's
I'm
like,
like, no, I can't.
She basically just did the end of the night, the rollover. I'm just turn the lights off.
She did, that was one where you just like you go to get a glass of water, you come back, and she's just sprayed
Slumped.
out.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
Yep.
That's a fact. The nosebleed
my
thing
job.
is another thing in Black Clover too.
It's I gotta send you guys a video. Funimation did a little thing explaining how it started and stuff like that a while ago. It's pretty cool.
What, the blood? thing?
Yeah, the nosebleed thing. Now we're getting to episode 12, which starts with the torture scene with Anzu. Fucking insane. And another,
Like I said,
I love face sitting.
bro,
so
another great
my favorite.
one-liner. I can't hear you.
yeah, no, that
hear
was
you.
clever. That was clever.
I can't hear you.
She said something else though.
She did say something else, but I was too fascinated by
fuck.
I couldn't hear you.
I couldn't hear
And
you. This
then,
OD.
you know, we're getting into it, and then that scene with Kiyoshi and Hana happens. Is this how kissing's supposed to feel type thing?
He was like,
When
no,
he
it's
starts
supposed
coming
to be
around.
passionate and wet.
Yeah.
Man's legit opened up her. First of all, that's
He was
impressive.
feeling nice though.
He opened up her mouth with his tongue, stick his tongue in there. I'm like, wow, okay, here we go. This looks familiar.
I like when they did the little part where before he saw the Medusa, where it was like the narrator. Well, I don't remember who it was, but they were like, "Listen, he was keeping it together of strength of will because he had a goal, and once he achieved the goal, he couldn't do it anymore."
Yep. Oh, there was the door thing, right?
Yeah. It was
unlocking
just
the door.
and then they showed like a photographer on a battlefield or a firefighter, like shit like that.
Yep.
But yeah, she came, and then Anzu redemption arc, and then everything came together. We got the final culmination of the plan, the triple swap. We see it there,
Oh, that was genius.
right?
I did not know that. I did not know that that's what they were going for, swapping
Honestly-
Chio with Gakuto.
Honestly, I
Joe with Gakuto, and then Chiho with Joe.
Yeah.
it exploited the whole fact that like this nigga had the hood on and the herpes
Motherfuckers
all
don't
the
know what
time.
he looked like.
Yeah, literally. I was like, damn, like crazy. And
Gakuto really came around, man.
The fucking fork in the head. Just so that they could fucking wrap him up and like put the glasses on him, like it's genius shit. And honestly, I didn't think that this nigga had a flash drive on him. Like I was
Gakuto,
like,
Gakuto's
nah.
smarter than
The average bear.
Yeah. I thought that when his clothes got ripped off, they were gonna be like, oh wow,
Gakuto greater than Shikamaru.
Now talk about.
All right, let's not get crazy.
Gakuto is horny Shikamaru. We got horny
Actually,
Shino.
he might be.
We got horny Shino, but Gakuto is horny
So then
Shikamaru.
what's Kiyoshi? Is he anything? Is Shingo anything?
I
They
don't
just
know.
but we just have these two. All right, that's fine.
Shingo is fucking Kiba.
Well, no, 'cause isn't
Shingo's Kiba.
Isn't Andre horny Kiba? Not Kiba.
Choji.
Choji. That's just horny Choji.
I'm crying.
Instead of food, he just loves torture. But he also loves food too. But yeah, so all is well that ends well. We end up finding out we got the proof of
Yo,
DTO.
the president ate that punch.
She
from
did.
fucking Hana.
She did.
Took that shit like a
thing
champ.
of
She was like,
DTO.
yeah, nah. This is our fault.
Yep.
It was I really do feel like this was a great ending. Like they did a good job wrapping it up,
Season
putting a nice little bow on it.
2.
Did you guys watch preview?
Yeah. I did.
Which one? Like
After the
the
credits.
the post credits. Yes. Yeah.
That shit. Listen, it does a great job setting up the season 2 that has not released to this point.
But the irony is that we're just gonna have the same thing. Another student council group that's gonna be torching. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Kinda
I did
bang.
read some of it.
I want to look at it.
When I first I did read some
trying
of
to
it,
see
and
that
it's
torture.
it's pretty entertaining.
Okay.
It is pretty entertaining.
Because maybe the
manga is not as horny as the anime.
Bro, first of all, the freaking V on the president First, like,
Oh, you really nasty.
I am.
Yeah, you really.
I am.
Talking about the V.
Bro, like, I was just like, damn, she work out.
Nah,
He was out here. He was out here like
gotta,
he was like, I haven't seen her hips.
I'm gonna say because you
episodes.
haven't. Right. She was the only one that you really haven't. Because everybody, like, of course, you see the vice president like every episode, and you see. I think we've seen Hannah's like twice.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, nah. But I don't know what is like. I don't know. I kind of
We
wish.
even saw Anzu's tits,
Exactly.
You did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, a
when
couple
she was
times.
tortured, when she was getting tortured.
and then before.
But I would like to know where her deep hatred for. I obviously we you could kind of piece it together, like her just her. She doesn't like her dad, but like it's got to be more than just her dad being a pervert. Like there's a deep
I
level
really
of
do
hatred.
think. I really do think it's like her parents weren't together because her dad got caught cheating or something like that.
That's what it kind of. I feel like that.
That's the vibe.
But
I'm
I would
getting.
like to know like that's why she hates men.
Yeah.
But in that case, bro, just hate your dad. Like don't take it out on all men.
Yeah,
All
but
men
she's
aren't
also in high school, so there's that. She's also
Not
a
all
teenager. So
bad. See, and yeah. Well, then does she bat for the other team too, John?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think those other girls, they bat for the other team.
I don't think.
Nothing
Hana,
wrong with
I don't
it.
think Hana does.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
the
the other
postgrad-
girls? I don't think they do. Because remember, the
Are
one
you
was-
read it already?
In general, I don't think they do. But even from that scene, because the one with the two buns was the same shorty who was with Gaguto in the library.
Yeah.
Ah, she was.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
The only one that looks like she don't even care about
Was
the
the
world
enforcer?
is the one that with the enforcer woman with the blue hair.
Well, we know that
she looks scary.
Don't exactly matter.
She look. You know who she reminded me of? She reminded me of old girl from
My Hero
no.
with the thing, Jiro. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, the main girl reminded me of the girl from ReZero, the girl from the library. That be saying
Beatrice?
Beatrice.
I would've
Only
said,
because of the curls. But the girl, the dark gloomy one reminded me of old girl from I think it was May from Avatar: The Last Airbender, the one that was dating
Oh, yeah,
Zuko.
yeah, yeah.
Just because like that
Yeah.
goth girl type vibe.
And if you guys don't know, we always finish a series the same way, where we pour one out. So, who y'all pouring it out for?
Damn, this is tough.
Vice president.
Really?
Really?
Because of the fucking mommy milkers. Jeez.
So what are you pouring it? That's it?
It's the fact that we're
Because
not
she
going
had to put a shirt on?
She had to put a shirt on. That sucks. It sucks a lot, bro. It sucks a lot.
I'm sure you enjoyed where she had to rip her cat suit off.
Yeah, nah, her sweating all the time is hilarious. But I did think it was a little bit. I understand the reference it was kind of but it is kind of a little bit overkill.
Metabolism.
Yeah, it is a little overkill sometimes with the sweat. It's like okay,
You know, like a sweaty bitch, pheromones.
nah, because sweat is nasty. Unless it's my sweat,
This is your sweat.
Keith's sweat,
This nigga's crazy. Yeah.
Keystone.
Montez sweat.
Keystone. As smooth as Keystone.
Oh man, if I had to pour it out for anybody, honestly, it's gonna be like so off brand for me. I'd have poured it out for Andre, man. Like honestly, because that all he wanted to do was get beat, and all he wanted to do
that
was just
fat bastard.
yeah,
now
fatback.
Now he getting beat by multiple bitches though.
Yeah, fatback. That's all he wanted to do. Fatback. All he wanted was, you know what I'm saying, just to get beat. And my man went through hell at the end, and then he got exploited. And, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, honestly, yeah.
I think I'm gonna pour one out for Gakuto. Because he did the most sacrifices, and the only thing he got out of it was friendship.
well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
To this point,
We don't know.
he
it was
shit himself in class.
It's implied.
He got his hair cut,
hey,
and he also got he had to destroy his limited edition figurines
it's
himself.
but at the end, it's implied that he might have a connection with this girl.
Yeah, I know.
It's
but
implied, so he might
so
have something. I think he got a good deal out of this.
To this point, might.
Might.
He
I'll
lost
take that.
a lot. He lost a lot.
Hey, look, man. If you can still salvage being able to talk to a girl after you
it's the
crap
hope
your
that
pants.
kills you.
Hey, look. You got to have hope. That's all they had in that
Facts.
prison. And look, they
Facts.
got out.
But he had a real rough go.
No, he did. Oh, he sacrificed the most
I'm
of
saying,
anybody.
that's why I'm pouring out for him.
Yeah.
He sacrificed the most.
Oh yeah.
For
His sacrifice was
the
absolutely
potential.
ridiculous.
Because Joe got what he wanted. He got to chill outside with his aunts. Andre's getting beat by all the bitches he wants.
Fucking weird-ass nigga.
Kyoshi's there with Chiho. Gakuto might have a girl that he can talk to.
But she also on the new, Suicide Squad.
That's what
so-
I'm saying. We don't, he's the one who finished with the most uncertainty after sacrificing the most. So that's who I'm pouring it out for.
Interesting.
Understandable.
I'm going to say, like, is there going to be a season 2 or is it just continue to the manga?
I
As of right now, there hasn't been, but you know, anime's funny with that.
Yeah,
like
sure.
it would take a long time, and then sometimes it'll just catch on out of nowhere, really fire, and they'll be like, "All right, we got to do it."
Because it's like at this
You know.
point, like with prison school, right? The whole premise of it was just these guys, you know, not to say falsely accused, but like was getting tortured for not that bad of a crime.
As
So
for
like,
having read ahead a bit, this plot's still entertaining. I don't think it's. I think this one season
like does it
is
stick
really,
with
really
the
good.
boys, or is it kind of touch on the girl?
It's a mix of both.
Interesting?
Yeah, it's a mix of both.
Well, at least
it was a while since I like read on. I didn't read super far ahead, but like it was still entertaining. And obviously it did well enough for them to do a live action.
No, the live
So-
action was. I watched like 3
Damn,
episodes.
you watched it already?
I watched like 3 episodes. This shit was hilarious.
Oh, it was.
Were
Oh,
you?
but it was. It probably wasn't anywhere as horny though.
No, it was not. Like, and it's
They
crazy
can't.
because I remembered the exact like episodes where it's like, all right, the horny stuff happened
Yeah.
at this point.
The
Yeah,
uncut is uncut for a reason.
yeah. I mean, the like, especially like the episode where Shingo was running back from the date,
Yeah.
and they were talking about the wet t-shirt contest. I was like, all right, let me fast forward to that. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's just bitches in white t-shirts with water, but they got bras and they're basically like bathing suits underneath. So I'm like,
Good. Keep
Boo!
it humble enough for for you.
they did have. It's just funny because it like everybody is just like kind of like a small chested girl, and then you have like the person that's supposed to be the vice president, and it's like, damn, she got big shits, but not even like really that big.
Big relatively.
Relatively to like what you think is big.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But there were some things in there. I'm not gonna lie. So as some students, I would I wouldn't mind having some dumplings, some pork fried rice,
This guy.
Whoa.
little sushi gami. Although I think we did.
This guy.
Although I think we
Sushigami?
sushigami. Yeah.
What is sushigami?
I don't know, some word I just made up. A mixture of sushi and origami. More, but it's going to be more like origami. Oh, hey-oh.
Hey.
Anyway, I think we did miss a big part, and that's on me, in episode 10, when they got the way they got the the way they got the chairman down to see him is they blackmailed him because, Kiyoshi remembered that he had buried the picture of the booty in the yard, and he was like, "Yo, I know
what you
it.
did last
I know
summer."
what you did last summer." Basically,
That's what he knew he was ass man.
that's how you knew. Yeah,
Treasure.
Talk about coming through.
basically.
I know you better bury that
So,
bitch.
the next anime we are gonna do after we did our palate cleanser. I do not know much about this anime. The original anime I wanted to do ended up being 2 seasons, so we skipped on that. And this one, I was looking at a list of underrated animes, or just ones that are kind of under the radar. So this is called Eden of the East. It is on Hulu. It's 11 episodes, so we're gonna do 3 for next week. Eden of the East. I don't think there's a dub. I think it's just a sub. And there might be a dub. I don't care. We're doing the sub. Back to regularly scheduled programming after a top tier palate cleanser. Eden of these episodes 1 through 3. Get ready for that for next week. As of what I know, you could either buy it on Amazon or it's on Hulu. And that's it.
It's 12 episodes or
That's
11
it.
episodes?
11. That is it for episode 109. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to follow us at Saratobi Sports on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And you guys can follow me on Twitter at Offended Narwhal. Guys.
Word to the wise, man. Yeah, that's about all I got. Y'all have a good week. Follow me on the gram, WillOutWest_11. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, all that good shit. Get y'all shots, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Well, unfortunately, this is the end of probably the best thing we're going to watch ever on this pod. Am I mad? No. I'm not mad, sad. I'm happy that we had the adventure.
You're not sad that it's over. You're happy that you went along for the ride.
Basically, I mean, this was like if Rule 34 created its own show. Definitely checking out this one website later on for more research purposes. But with that, nematodes are people too.
If you guys want to find out the website, hit JT in his DMs.
Basically,
Yeah.
yep. If you look like the vice president, hit my DMs. If you have the drive of Hana, hit my DMs. And also, if you're also a connoisseur of the finer things in life, hit my DMs.
Which DMs? Which DMs?
Don't matter.
Either one?
Either one.
All of them.
Down in the DMs.
Heard.
We'll catch y'all next week.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion.